All right. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Troxel Sports Talk. We are live for MSU and Wake Forest. What is going on? What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? Arku, MonStar Sports and Entertainment, Fun NBA Toys Life, and whatever videos. Dwayne Boatwright. Appreciate you guys all for rocking with me. So I don't know if they are going to end this game that's going on. The North Carolina and Temple. North Carolina has 48. Temple has 13. There's still 9 minutes left in that game. I don't know at 3:20 if they're going to flex it to go to the new game. But it looks like North Carolina is going to be your Military Bowl winners. What's going on, Fishing Essential? What's going on, Fun NBA Toys Life and whatever videos? RC, how's it going, brother? So, RC, I will be also doing that 4 o'clock game. I know you said you're going to be doing a raffle that time. I will be on as well as the Gridiron Blitz. So we're going to both be on. Hopefully everything goes well on your raffle. And also, RC, since it's the first time I've seen you since Christmas, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, brother. Oh, man. Fishing Essential says I'm sick. Take a whole lot of vitamin D and vitamin C, brother. This time of year, especially here in Michigan, uh, people get vitamin D deficient due to lack of sun. Fun NBA Toy says I'm good. That's what's up. What's going on, Abdul Terrell? How's it going, brother? Says live and direct from Neptune. It's me. Kind of windy here, though. I love wind. Appreciate the 13 in the building. Can you guys get those thumbs up? And let me know if you guys want me to bring in this game audio for North Carolina and Temple. North Carolina is putting a smashing on Temple. It is 48-13 with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth. So let me know if you guys want me to what do you call it? Bring in the game audio for this game. Now we good? All right. Fun NBA Toys says do it. It's crazy though. North Carolina has 48-13 in this Military Bowl. Let some folks come in. All right. Keep some chatter. All right, that's what's up. So I'll be doing actually quite a few games from now till Monday. And I still got to do some more looking at, see what games we're going to be doing. I know tonight is going to be MSU Wake Forest, followed by at 8 o'clock. We're going to do the USC and Iowa game. All right, RC, drive safe, brother. So after MSU Wake Forest, I'll set up for USC and Iowa. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing the 4 o'clock game of Oklahoma and I believe it's LSU. And then after that, I'll be doing the Pistons and the Spurs. Let me see what else games that are on. Give me one quick second. So I might be doing at 12 Memphis and Penn State. That is a game that kind of caught my attention. Uh, so I actually might be doing the Penn State Memphis for the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Then I'll be doing the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl of LSU Oklahoma. And then I'll be doing the Pistons and Spurs. And then Sunday I'll be doing some NFL football. And then Monday I'll be doing man, none of the bowls look I might do Mississippi State Louisville. I'm not 100% sure. I would love to do the Orange Bowl of Florida, West Virginia, or University of Virginia. But I do have to get on for the Pistons and the Jazz. When is a break? Jeez. There might not be a break. Not till June or July, whenever after the NBA draft is. So, yeah, we're going to be action-packed. I know I am going to slow down a little bit after football and the Super Bowl. I'll probably do, a college basketball here and there until March Madness, and then I'll be doing a lot of just Pistons games or, just games in general that, spark my interest. That, hey, I would watch this game, and, if I'm going to watch something, I'm going to stream it. So, if I'm going to watch a game, like I know the Orange Bowl, that's going to be a nice game. But that's at 8 o'clock. I think the Pistons start at 10:30. So if I do one, I'll be late for the other. So I'm not too sure yet. That is for Monday, December 30th. But the 31st, I'll probably do a couple of games. I know I'm going to do the Florida State, Arizona State. That game is going to be... I'm going to enjoy that game. If I don't do that game, I'm going to do the Virginia Tech, Kentucky. Because I know Kentucky got a good fan base with Kentucky football and basketball. But if I don't, I that Arizona State really intrigues me. And then I'll probably do the Utah and Texas Longhorns. Then Christmas or New Year's Day, I might do the Minnesota Auburn if I'm not going to do the Michigan Alabama. And then I might do either Oregon and Wisconsin or Georgia and Baylor. So there's going to be two games that day as well. But, we're going to have some fun. My goal is to hit 1,000 by Super Bowl Sunday. And be monetized by then. So, I got till, I want to get, 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by, January 20th. That is my goal. So hopefully I can hit it. If not, I'm fine with it. But I'm going to be doing a whole lot of games from now until, the NBA draft. What's going on, MonStar? If you guys are not subscribed to MonStar Sports and Entertainment, definitely do so. Tonight they will be doing the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the New Jersey Devils. So if you enjoy what do you call it? Hockey and football, wrestling content, and video games, Madden and WWE, definitely subscribe over there. It's a great channel. I always have fun every time I click on their videos. There's MonStar Sean and MonStar Molly. Uh, Two great, amazing people. So, definitely go over there, subscribe, show some love, and, and rock with them as well. And, there's the Gridiron Blitz, member of the Sports Movement Network as well. Uh, Great channel. Brings you everything football. What's going on, Sports Talk F&B? How's it going, brother? Uh, Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Says, man, you're going to hit 1,000 subs quickly. I hope so, man. Uh, you know, that's the goal. And like I said, tonight's going to be MSU and Wake Forest, followed by USC and Iowa. Then tomorrow, we're going to do, who's that? Oklahoma and, hold on one quick second. I lost my spot. Sorry, guys. Oklahoma and LSU at 4 o'clock. And then I'm going to do the Pistons and the Spurs. MSU is going to beat Wake Forest? Probably. Hopefully. I mean, I am a Wolverine fan. But in this situation, I know that what do you call it? I know that, Michigan Wolverines are not going to beat Alabama. Alabama's going to roll. I guess that's why their name is Roll Tide. What's going on, Christopher Marlin? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Says Michigan State finna get rocked, dude. You sleep. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, MonStar. Absolutely. Sports Talk, they are literally a tale of two tapes. The Spurs on the road will get mollywopped. The Spurs at home have grit, grime, and the same old Spurs. So man, they frustrating to me too because I love Greg Popovich. He's a phenomenal head coach. He's that no nonsense, play the right way type of coach. Kind of what Detroit when we had Larry Brown. It was that no nonsense, play the right way, play together, and let's have some fun type of thing. Oh, absolutely fun NBA toys. I'm going to do some Bulls as well. They are a Pistons rival, so I definitely enjoy rival games and stuff like that. Demon Deacons all day. All right, that's what's up, Christopher Marlin. I mean, I am from the state of Michigan, so as long as a Michigan team gets something, because it's been rough out here on these streets of the Dirty Mitten. Because oh yeah, the Pistons are not playing 100% the right way. We did beat the Wizards yesterday. I did that game, and you actually seen everybody play the right way for the first time really all season. The Lions are the typical Lions, and the Red Wings and Tigers are bound for the first overall picks. So it's rough out here in these streets. I mean, right now, really, you got Michigan basketball, Michigan State basketball, and Michigan State football. Because Michigan Wolverines are going to get thrashed by Alabama. So I'm waiting to get my tail whipped, on New Year's Day. Yeah, I don't know why Greg Popovich does that. Trey Lyles is a good person, and who's that rookie that they have? He came in, I think, the first time against the Pistons and dropped like 20 points, and he came off the bench. Just like, what in the world? Where did you come from? Detroit sports are cheeks. Yeah, Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker is a phenomenal athlete, and I don't know why Greg Popovich is refusing to play him. I guess it's the same reason that, you know, my guy, well, no, I can't say that because he ain't my guy. My guy was Mark Jackson, but our head coach, Dwayne Casey, is not playing Sekou Doumbouya. Tough times don't last forever? Absolutely. I say we winning New Year's Day. I mean, I hope so, but I mean, I'm a realist too, so so I definitely know that what do you call it? We could have ourselves getting mollywop, probably like North Carolina is about to do. They got 23 seconds, 55-13. That's probably going to be the Michigan Wolverines in Alabama. Alabama having 55 points and Michigan Wolverines having 13. And I'm going to say it right now, bold prediction, that's going to be your score. What's going on, Caleb? How's it going? Ricky, what's going on? And that's your final. North Carolina 55, Temple 13. They are your military bowl champions. Fishing Essential says go green. And I will be bringing in the game audio here very shortly. Green bean. Appreciate the 21 in the building. If you guys can get those thumbs up, it helps us young and small YouTube creators. So, you know, every like helps. Facts, green beans, LOL, says Christopher Marlin. I wish I could super chat, says Caleb. Caleb, if you have CashApp, my CashApp is in the scrolling text. But I won't be having super chats until I hit 1,000. But the most thing I can't wait for is that community tab so I can get involved with you guys, know what games you guys want to do, and you know, have some fun.
Team in the ACC.
Right. I appreciate that,
Clemson in the Atlantic. It's got to be Wake Forest. Dave Clawson is a great football coach. I'm excited to see this matchup today.
An opportunity for a 9-win season for Clawson for the first time in over a decade. Michigan State won the toss and deferred, so it'll be Wake Forest offense getting the ball first here at Yankee.
All right, we got some game audio. It is Wake Forest receiving the kick.
Cole Haan is the kickoff man.
Appreciate that, the gridiron. Yep, all my
return.
Things are in the description
Cole
below,
Haan,
as well as all the members of the Sports
Joey
Movement Network and TSMN.
Very solid shoemaker, Cole Haan. Wake Forest hasn't had a kick return touchdown since 2007. They won't have that chance here. It'll start with a penalty marker.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Good field position coming up for Wake Forest offense, led by Jamie Newman. What a great story, and one of the really solid ACC quarterbacks, a 3-star recruit from North Carolina. Had a great high school pedigree, did Newman, a redshirt junior out of Graham, North Carolina. An All-ACC honorable mention, one of 14 All-ACC players for
Sorry,
Wake
guys.
this year, a school record. He
One
was
quick
second in the
second.
ACC behind
Kinda
Bryce
messing
Perkins
up
in total
now.
offense.
Yeah, Adam, and I called his first game ever, his first start against NC State. No film on him. I had to call his high school coach, and his high school coach said, he's going to remind you of Cam Newton, and he was right.
They'd love to run the read. They'll hand it off to Cade Carney, their leading rusher from the backfield, and he'll work it ahead for 5 yards.
And this is a very physical offensive style that Wake Forest has. It goes fast, very quick tempo. I call it a ride-read action between the quarterback and the running back.
You see it on display as Carney runs it to the sticks at the 45-yard line. They like to run plays every 10 to 12 seconds if they can, but then they ride that mesh point as long as any quarterback running back duo in the country.
Yeah, and their goal is to run about 90 plays a game if they can. It makes it very tough to prepare for in practice.
There's Carney with a big hole. 3 plays, 3 good runs. He takes this one for 13 and another first down to the 42.
We talked about the size of quarterback Jamie Newman. He's 6'4",
right,
every bit
go.
of 230.
Hopefully that helps
and then
you guys.
throw in Cade Carney. He's close to 230 as well. They list him at about 220. Again, a very physical combination.
Newman will pump. And
Oh
now
my
step
goodness.
up with nothing downfield and turn it into a positive play, running into Kenny Willikis after 7 yards.
And Kenny Willikis,
Michigan
he is
State,
the heart and
come
soul
on.
of this defense. We had a chance to sit down
That
with
play was
players
so
and coaches
slow.
of Michigan State this week. Kenny
Like,
Willikis,
if they would've
I
brought
gotta just
any
tell
bit of
you,
energy,
I
they could've
don't know
sacked
that
that
I've been more
quarterback
impressed
for
with
Wake
a college
Forest.
football player that I've met this year than this guy. Former walk-on turned
And
MVP
they allowed
and
7
captain of
yards
this
on that
team.
game.
Obviously a scholarship player now. One of the top D linemen in the Big Ten.
There's Carney, who slips a tackle in the backfield and runs into the 33, about
Gain
a
of
yard
about a
shy of
yard.
the line to gain.
We've done a couple of Wake Forest games this year, and Cade Carney was not available in those games. This is where they would really like him available in short yardage situations.
Let me find out, Gridiron.
They'll give it to him in the short yardage spot, and sure enough, he moves the sticks to the 29-yard line. 6 plays, 6 runs for Wake Forest so far. Newman off the fake, launching for Kendall Hinton. Touchdown, Wake Forest. What a drive to
Oh
open
my
the day.
goodness, we got a touchdown already. Wake Forest drew blood first. It is 6-0. What's going on, James
What
Willis?
a start for Wake Forest. They run the ball very effectively. Then they go with the hard play action. And they get Kendall Hinton on
Hey,
the inside.
the fun don't
with slant
stop.
and go.
James Willis, what's going on, Detroit Legends
Perfectly
Sportscast?
executed for Wake Forest. Incredible start.
Beat the safety David Dowell on the first Newman pass of the day.
And they get the extra
Nick
point.
Skiba makes it a 7-0 lead.
All right, I do got to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I appreciate you guys for being patient. Bringing up the drive summary. What are you talking about, Gridiron? Let me see. I don't know why this is going so slow though. I will say this. This one is so whack. Like, I don't know, man. ESPN is so whack. Like, they just now showing the touchdown. Jamie Newman passes to Kendall Hilton for 29 yards and a touchdown. But they are so slow today. I know. I see you, Christopher Marlin. Shoot, you said Wake Forest was gonna what do you call it? Was gonna win this game, and you said wake up to people. Thank you for the kind things you said to my daughter. Oh, absolutely, James. Yeah, I just found out. I just got out of work and found out you were live. Oh, absolutely, Gridiron. You already know. Just because they score one touchdown, there's still 2.5 hours left. I mean, I am a firm believer. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of times teams got off to a hot start, scored 21 unanswered points, and lost 48-21. Like, how did you manage to give up a 21-point lead? Or look at how the Super Bowl, what was that, back 3 years ago with the Patriots and the Falcons. It was 28-3, and they turned around and lost.
That helps.
All right,
Kendall
got the
Hinton
game audio back.
Stepped into a major role, an even bigger role than before. The former quarterback had to become their leading target after Scotty Washington and their all-ACC wide receiver Sage Surratt went down in the final third of the year. And Hinton now their leading pass catcher with 71 grabs this year.
That's pretty good. You start out throwing touchdowns for your first 3 years, and then you end up just catching. Not bad.
Wake Forest kicking off to Michigan State.
Kicks away. Jalen Naylor, who returned late in the season from a foot injury, with a chance on the return.
To the 20. Spun move, 25.
And we'll get wrapped up.
And looks like about the 26-27 yard line.
Kelly.
Well, I was so impressed with the play calling here. They do a nice job of taking advantage of how intelligent David Dowell is as a safety. He knows that the RPO is coming, but they go with the RPO fake slant and go for the touchdown pass. I mentioned the run game was working. RPO comes right off of it.
And I appreciate you, starting out the letters in that word. Appreciate that. What's going on, West Branch Ball? Dwayne Boatwright.
So now Brian Lewerke in his final collegiate game.
All right,
we'll start with a pass, and he connects with Cody White, who's had a career season.
6.
We talked with Brian Lewerke yesterday. He is well aware that he is at the top or near the top of several Michigan State records, and he needs just now
hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas.
completions
to the
to break the completion record as he finds Jalen Naylor. Got hit hard by the cornerback Amari Henderson. No gain on that play, and it's third down. Brian Lewerke's had an up-and-down career in the estimation of a lot of Michigan State fans.
12 minutes remaining in the first
quarter. You talked
quarter.
about D'Antonio. He has full faith in what Brian Lewerke has been able to do. When you're at the top of the list by Kirk Cousins or by Connor Cook,
what's going on, Gloria's daughter?
Yeah, and I think he's a really good player. He's had a couple turnovers late in the season that have hurt him, but he's got a chance to prove something tonight.
Lofts it up there looking for
Darryl
my
Stewart, goodness.
Who is questionable as well. He is back.
Why would you try to throw it on a big down like that, third and fourth, and he tried to launch it for a giant play?
His season was up and down.
Now
he
it's
led the Big
4th
Ten
and
in
4.
completions, but also led the Big Ten in interceptions with 12. Trying to see if he can find a groove in his final collegiate game before the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl.
Yeah, and there's some criticism on him.
Yeah, Michigan State 6-6, and Wake Forest is 8-4.
It's going to be tough tonight because Wake Forest has one of the best pass rushers in the country in Boogie Basham.
Michigan State to punt it.
Jake Hartbarger. Not a great punt.
Got it to about the 35
33 yards. Decent field position once again for Wake Forest. Talking about the Michigan State defense, Josiah Scott is the feature in our PlayStation Player Impact rating. Is rating 97 out of 100. You see the 3 interceptions he had this year. Only Antoine Winfield of Minnesota had more. We asked his teammate Josh Butler to describe him. Used one very
MSU
impressive
should be
word.
4 and
That's
8.
right, Adam. He said
Looked out a
dominant. And I'll
couple.
just tell you, he's a good tackler for a corner. He's quick. He's got spectacular technique. Really the best corner on the field. Plays that field corner. Means if the ball's in the left
Yeah, this
hash,
is
he's
actually
gonna be
really
on the
my
left
second
side
game
here.
watching Michigan
He's
State.
a good player.
Lined up against Steven
Obviously,
Claude.
the Michigan
playing
State.
his final game. Hand off to Carney, and minimal
now
yardage on
this
the play
game.
as Willikis is there for the stop.
Wake
Yeah,
Forest
Willikis
took
is there for
advantage
the stop. And
of
one of the
the
things he
ACC
told us
being
that
trash, like
he had to be
Clemson,
aware
like
of,
Clemson.
when Jamie
They don't
Newman
have
feels like you're going to get
players.
penetration and make a tackle on the running back, he'll just keep the ball himself. And then you almost got to redirect and then go from tackling the running back to tackling the quarterback. He said Jamie Newman's one of the most disruptive guys as an offensive quarterback.
that's what's up.
He said his plan is to play in the backfield.
Newman whips one
Hey,
to
my bad.
his left and finds
Hey,
Donovan Green,
I got
the true
you- I got
freshman,
you on a
who's
beer.
playing in his 4th game. Had a great finale against Syracuse. Cart?
You know, you're talking about Jamie Newman. This guy's a beast. I was about 10 yards from him before he joined the field. And I spoke to Asang Bassi, who's one of their cornerbacks. He said, this guy is a beast in the weight room. He lifts with the linemen and the fullbacks. He's not lifting with quarterbacks like Matt Hasselbeck. He wants to be tested.
He tested there as he had to get away from the initial pressure and uses his legs for the first down out across the 45.
All right. Newman
Run
got
down
the
by
first
David
down.
Dowell, the safety.
Well, this is just an excellent job by Jamie Newman. A free rusher comes right up the middle. I believe it was Harvey.
at the
Jamie
ACC
Newman shows that
express except
basketball
Virginia
ability,
Tech.
making guys miss in the hole right there.
Stepping around pressure, but he gets wrapped up and brought down. Excellent penetration by Jacob Slade, a redshirt freshman from Ohio.
Well, all the basketball quickness in the world can't get you out of this one. Slade makes a nice play right off the jump. Gets into the backfield. It's a good thing that he did because Newman had receivers
Back from
open on that play.
Pistons Wizards.
First career sack for Jacob Slade. Newman went into a very tight window, and he's able to find Brandon Chapman, the tight end. So they'll get that lost yardage back and set up a 3rd down and 9.
So 39.
And the tempo that Wake Forest is
9:30
playing
left
with
in the
here is just really impressive.
first quarter.
Michigan State's defenders are sprinting off the field and barely getting off the field at times.
Newman's got time, looking for the comeback route.
Okay,
with
it's 4th and 9.
Green, the closest man to it. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And I really like this Donovan Green. He's a freshman. He hasn't played a ton, but he has such he's got high-end ability. Like his ceiling might be the highest of this wide receiver group that we'll see today. See a little bit of miscommunication there, and that's part of what happens when you're playing a lot of freshmen. Not something that Wake Forest typically does.
And Green entered the season late. Today is his 4th game as a true freshman, so he can retain his red shirt. Brandon Sowards, the 6th-year senior, is back to return. A Dom Maggio punt.
All right,
Second team All-ACC punter delivers one inside the 5.
Going to the back of the
Head out
end
to the
zone.
20, a net punt of 30. 6 minutes in.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I resume the audio. I appreciate you guys for all being patient. It is 7-0. Got a few minutes left in the first quarter. What's going on, the 49ers 2000? How's it going? Appreciate you for coming out. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Says good luck to both teams, 49ers, NFL Scout, for next year's 2020 draft. That's what's up. I'll tell you what, they hit the mark when they got Nick Bosa. But if you enjoy basketball and football, college and pros, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. smashing that notification bell. And, you know, stay tuned for when I go live. What's going on, Tamara Rogers? Says can't see anything. I do not show the game due to copyright reasons. And those people that show the game do not care about building a community or a family. So you won't get that here. But you're more than welcome to rock with me. We have a blast. And you know, we try to have fun. You know, YouTube does not play with copywritten stuff, so, you know, they will give you a copyright strike, and 3 strikes, you're out of here. You know, so definitely ain't going to risk my channel. My channel is really based on just streaming alone, and every strike you get banned for 90 days for streaming, or from streaming. So, you know, sorry. Hopefully you can rock with me, but if not, and you want to try to find the game, you know, I understand as well. Christopher Marlin says, I'm having fun. That's what's up. Appreciate that, Christopher.
Area for a constant reminder
All right,
of them.
we got the game
we
audio
spent time
back.
with him, gentlemen. He's an amazing, strong young man. During these hard times, not only has he played college football and graduated, he has a master's degree.
He told us yesterday that he wants to go into film production. He got his master's in media and info. And Roxy and Remy, his 2 dogs that he adopted in between the deaths of his parents, the boxer bulldog mixes, were right by his side. He said those dogs have helped him cope with a lot of the tragedy and adversity that he has had to deal with. Elijah Collins gets hit hard by Ryan Smenda of Wake Forest, the inside
Who's
linebacker.
taking,
There are
Detroit
few
over
players
Green Bay.
that I've left the conversation with.
I am taking Green Bay
being
over
as impressed as I
Detroit.
was with Josh
because
Butler. What an
I want
incredible young
the
man. Obviously a great
Lions to lose and
heartwarming
Redskins
piece to
to
that
win.
story with his dogs who have been by his side, but it is impossible not to want to root for that young man.
Yeah, and he said his goal was to be a light to others, and he's certainly doing that. He's shared his experience with other people who've had similar experiences.
All right, Michigan State got the first down and more. Ball to the 40.
Good grab and good run. Doesn't look like that broken foot that he suffered in practice after the opener is affecting him too much now.
Well, you'll see a lot of this as a way to protect the run game. It is a run called, and if it's a bad look for the run, Lewerke will just pull it and throw that little smoke route, a little now route to the wide receiver. Let the wide receiver do the rest.
Brian Lewerke
Naylor,
is
good for 23 there.
Sets him up at the 41-yard line.
Play action.
Lewerke off the fake. A little too tall for
too
Darryl
high.
Stewart. That'll bring up 2nd down. So Jalen Naylor broke his foot in practice after the opener at Tulsa, but did return for the final 2 games when they were able to win against Rutgers and Maryland to secure bowl eligibility. Darryl Stewart played 8 games before he suffered a leg injury against Penn State in late October. So this game is the first time since the opener that Cody White, Darryl Stewart, and Jalen Naylor, the top 3 receivers, are all together for Brian Lewerke and Michigan State.
2nd and 10
injuries
for
have
Michigan
been a real
State.
problem for both teams this season, but Naylor's their fastest receiver, so having that explosiveness out there today is going to be huge.
All right, got to
A
run.
little jet sweep to Anthony Williams.
Got the first
another
down.
running back, a true freshman from Chicago. And he works his way to the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and I like Anthony Williams. He's kind of an all-purpose guy. He's got a lot of juke to him. You know, he's not the biggest guy
All right, first and
necessarily.
10.
You know, he's a true freshman, but I like what I've seen out of him. They use him very creatively. They use him in the passing game, the running game, you see him in the return game some.
But their 3 main running backs are a redshirt freshman in Elijah Collins and 2 true freshmen in Brandon Wright and Anthony Williams. Lewerke rifles to the sideline for Naylor. If he's in bounds, that's a first down. And it's going to be ruled out of bounds.
All right, it's
And
out of bounds.
Jasir Taylor, the quarterback, marking him on the sideline.
Yeah, this is a timing route, and really,
Oh, if he would have just
it's a
put
good
one
enough
of those
throw.
foots down,
Naylor has to spin all the way around for it.
he would have
for
had
some reason,
the
and
first.
The first
If
foot
he had
hits the
both
ground, happened to
feet
be out
down
of
at the
bounds.
same time.
That would have been a nice first down. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. And this is not an ideal situation for a play caller. You're trying to get at least half of it back here, trying to get to a 3rd and 5 situation if you can.
Back to the ground. Nice shiftiness by Anthony Williams.
Right.
And some of the
Anthony
speed
Williams
on
looked
display
like to get the
as he
first.
takes it for 9 yards to the 40.
And again, you know,
it's
sometimes
3rd and
people
1.
get frustrated. Why do you call a running play on 2nd and long? Well, here's why. They're expecting maybe a pass. You're trying to get maybe 5 yards. Instead, you get 9. You're right where you want to be in a short yardage 3rd and 1 situation.
And Lewerke will try to sneak it ahead, needing just a yard. Lewerke at 6'3", 216 pounds is his listed vitals.
And he's a pretty good runner. I mean, they use him on some designed runs, but when it comes to the
Got
quarterback
first
sneak,
down.
I think most offensive linemen and most quarterbacks will tell you the best thing you can do on a quarterback sneak is get up there quick with tempo.
7 plays,
quick
41
count.
yards,
Let that
2:11 on this
defensive
drive.
line, see what's coming, kind of hunker
6:50
down,
left
get
in the
locked
first
in,
quarter.
try to surprise him.
They do give him the first down. Max Rosenthal, the fullback, is in.
Play action.
Lewerke has
He
nothing
runs
downfield,
it.
so a very good runner will take
All
off
right.
and take some contact.
Gain
Brian
of
Lewerke
about
is the only
7,
Michigan State
maybe
quarterback in its program's history with 7,000+ passing yards and 1,000+ rushing yards.
And what I really appreciate about what he did on that play, they went with the double move, like out nuts. They tried to take a shot downfield, and it wasn't there. Instead of panicking or just throwing it up for grabs, he tucked it, he ran, he got about 7 yards, maybe 8. Now they're
Brian
almost in field goal
Lewerke
range.
has 29 passing
Smart
yards and
play
9
by
rushing
the
yards.
upperclassmen.
Here's Collins.
Oh, no gain.
Got caught up in the turf there as he was trying to maneuver. Ends up losing a yard on the play with Ryan Smenda on top of him. Elijah Collins trying to become the first 1,000-yard rusher for Michigan State in 5 years. Jeremy Langford had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. In fact, he had 1,400 and then 1,500 back in 2013 and 14.
And everybody talks about the same thing with Elijah Collins. They say he's got great vision. He looks up to Le'Veon Bell as a runner, but the vision that he has, really impressive for such a young player.
A fake to him in the pistol.
Oh, got the first down.
Completion to Cody White for the first down.
Got it to the
That was like
22.
an RPO. We're either going to run it
or run
Elijah
it.
Collins, or we're going to run it with Lewerke. And then when you here's the run here. We're going to run it with Elijah Collins. Oh, we don't like that. We're going to run it with the quarterback. Oh, and by the way, there's one more option. We got Cody White. That's tough to defend. I give these college defensive coordinators a lot of credit. These offenses out here in college football are very, very creative and tough to defend.
Interesting formation here, too. He throws to the bunch set, and Darrell Stewart makes the grab. But a good job in open space by Isang Bassi, the captain and third-year starter, making the stop.
Yeah, and all they're trying to do with these formations early on, they're going to see
be
what
on for the
adjustments are. So they went to an
LSU
empty
game
backfield
tomorrow.
set with 4 eligible receivers
Followed
to the
by
right side, and they realized that
Pistons
Wake
and
Forest was really unfazed,
I'll
unaffected.
also
They
be
didn't
doing,
shift at all. So that now
a
leads you to
12
other
o'clock
plays
game as well.
in your playbook.
Right.
But essentially, that was a pass that was really just blocked like a run.
Back to Collins. Good hole opened up by this
Collins got the
offensive line.
first.
And Elijah Collins powers
Got it
his
to
way
about
inside
the
10.
6 or
First
7
down
yard
and goal,
line.
Michigan State. Trey Rucker finally brought him down after 15.
Well, check out the actions. Freeze, 41, Ja'Cory Johns. And then Elijah Collins does the rest. The eye distraction, pre-snap with the motion and all the stuff in the backfield has Wake Forest defense on their heels, and then Elijah Collins just does the rest. Now, Michigan State, they've had some struggles in the red zone.
Yes.
Their touchdown efficiency is 110th in college football. It's not very good at all.
51% touchdown rate in the red zone. They were really good 2 years ago. They've struggled the last couple of seasons. Here's Collins. He gets
Collins
wound up
gained
by
about
Chase Jones, the true
A
freshman.
couple yards. Ball at the
About a yard on
5.
the play to the 5. This is where the frustrations have lied, really, with Brian Lewerke in the offense. He talked to us about it the other day. He said, I need to find
Michigan
the
State
plays
in
that I like
striking
and the receivers
distance.
that I like, and I think I can cash in today.
Yeah, it's tough in red zone efficiency. You know, it's a small sample size sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you get 4 opportunities down there, you score once, you say, oh, we only had 25%. You got to make them count when you do get the opportunities. They got one right here.
Lewerke Being chased.
Threw it out of bounds. Smart move.
Ryan
You're about to
Smendo
get
is in
sacked.
the backfield quickly, forcing Lewerke into a tough spot. 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, Smendo comes right up the middle, really untouched, gets through. And again, Lewerke does a nice job. Smart player, he's a senior quarterback, throws the ball away.
Potential 4-down territory too early in the game.
I don't think this is 4-down territory. You know, that decision is made right now. That decision was already made and told into Brad Salem, the offensive coordinator. So this play is going to be probably trying to get a touchdown because you know 3 points is in the bag already.
Lewerke being chased. Tough throw. Incomplete.
All right, 4th and goal.
Ja'Cory Johns and Boogie Basham both in the area by Lewerke, and he had to get rid of it.
But when I see cut blocks up front, that's when you realize the ball's got to come out quick. But nobody was open quick, so Lewerke once again has to throw the ball away, and the field goal team comes on, which is really not a terrible thing. I know as a quarterback, it's hard to walk off the field and throw the ball away
Michigan
on 3rd down.
set to
But great quarterback coaches say this all the time. Let end every drive with a kick.
On a 23-yard
Whether that's a field
attempt.
goal, extra point, or even a punt. Can't have a turnover.
So Matt
And the
Conlon, who
kick
has
is
missed
good.
9 field goals this year, part of that is because
All righty. So I do got to mute the game audio for copywritten music and for commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. West Branch Ball says, with the 2nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions take, hopefully, Chase Young. If he does come out. If not, oh, excuse me, guys. If not, it's the best player available. Fun NBA Toys, Life, and whatever videos says 0-7. Darnell says Michigan State is going to lose this game. The 49ers 2000 says thank you very much and thank you Ohio State. Nick Bosa has been great. RC says yep Darnell by 21. Fishing Essential says stop Darnell. LOL. Fun NBA Toys Life and whatever videos says yep. Christopher Marlin says I'm having fun. One Pride Kenobi says Chase Young. What's going on, Hamo? How's it going? What's going on, Chris? Appreciate you. Hopefully you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. And I just noticed that my chat is actually moving. Sorry, guys. I am a little bit slow today. I'd rather play for home field advantage. Would be very nice. Absolutely. With the 49ers 2000. Christmas stuff for my girlfriend. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been good, Hamo. Are the Redskins playing the Eagles or Cowboys?
Throwing the ball away when things weren't there.
took 6.5 minutes off the clock. Lewerke did not make the mistake, and that's been one of the criticism of Brian Lewerke. 12 interceptions this year. Made good decisions to get rid of the ball on that series. So Cole Haan will kick away.
Playing
Walker
Dallas.
and Hinton both back to return. Kicked one out of bounds last time. This will be shorter, and Hinton will grab it at the 6. He's got a Good hole, but a penalty marker is thrown as he tumbles down at the 39-yard line. Cole Hahn helped bring him down.
Ball's at
This
the
one may end up
39, but
coming
there
back.
is a flag. Oh, it's coming back.
Holding by number 86 of the receiving team. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's first down.
Jack Frudenthal on the penalty. We go down to the field and check in with Paul Carcaterra with a special guest.
I'm with the most important person in Yankee Stadium. It's Dan Cunningham. 31 years as the head groundskeeper, and the stadium looks amazing. I got to ask you first, how long does it take you to transform baseball to football?
About a week. Takes about a week to get it all tucked in.
My
Stay in
bad,
the playing
yeah.
field into the dugouts and cover all indications of you take the mound out, the infield, and just make it look like a football field and play like a football field.
It looks and playing like a football field. What would you say the biggest challenge, Dan, as we see Wake Forest on a 3-yard run?
Biggest challenge for me or
For you, for your crew to get
Second in
to
about
this state?
this challenge is working with the weather and this time of the year. It's cold, it's freezing, it could be snowing, but right now it seems to be playing
Falcons bringing
fantastic.
back
So
head
we're very
coach
happy
Dan
right now.
Quinn back.
You're
for
very happy,
2020.
but you also could be a little bit nervous during the preparation stages. What keeps you up at night when you know football's coming to Yankee Stadium?
Weather's always on the horizon. Worried about the weather and how it's going to affect the game and how it's going to affect the way we operate as a team.
I'm not
And
too
how
sure
about the
that.
difference in the type of players too
West
when you
Branch,
prepare for baseball players as
'cause,
opposed to these guys?
Really, if you stop and think about it, though,
They're a different athlete.
there's a lot still to play for Dallas.
Baseball players are good size themselves, but these guys.
Oh my goodness! We got a defensive touchdown by Michigan State.
6 for Michigan State.
Number 72. The big fella.
In his 51st career Michigan State game and his final one. What a play.
Adam, we talked about it all year. Tips and overthrows, got to get those. That's exactly what happened here. I think it was his little brother, Jacob, who actually tips it. And then big brother off the back of another teammate, I think it was Harvey, tips and overthrows, got to get those. And then he gets into the end zone all by himself. We've got a big man touchdown. Anytime somebody 300-plus scores, there's a party going on everywhere where there's a big guy. Congratulations to big brother Mike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by number 72 of Michigan State. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. It's number 72's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
Of course, there is a celebration penalty. You said it, the Panashuk brothers. Mike is older by 1 year. They both come to Michigan State together from Roselle, Illinois, Lake Park West High School. The sons of Polish immigrants in suburban Chicago often speak Polish to one another on the field, sometimes to deliver messages, sometimes just to mess with the offensive linemen. Those two are as tight as they come, and they team up for a big man touchdown, and the Spartans
And we
have
got a
10-7 lead.
10-7 lead. Michigan State, 2:01 left in the first quarter.
Ball is beautiful, and he just had to show it off. I mean, this is Yankee Stadium. It's like a little tip of the cap
right there. That's a home run if I've ever seen one here at Yankee Stadium.
And you saw the coach go over there to him and say, hey, act like you've been there before. And he
I don't think he's been there before, man. It is his second career interception. He had one against Northwestern last year, but this time he punked it into the end zone with the help of his big brother.
Very impressive. A defensive tackle with the first touchdown today for Michigan State. Who would have thought? Here he is. Take another bow. And I think that was right at home plate where he was taking the slide.
He ran it right into home plate.
And look at his brother. You know, siblings are often very different, right? You got the brother, you know, looking for the camera, looking for all the glory. Little brother Jacob's just over there, in the nose, out the mouth. And ready to go out and play some more defense.
They would travel back to Poland during their summers. They would work on their family farm. Mike would raise the livestock, and Jacob would pitch all the hay. Oftentimes, they would get into fights with each other, arguing on the farm. They blooded each other up. They helped each other out for some points that time. Walker takes it out across the 40. A good return on the backed up kickoff with the penalty.
He still works.
That's one of the hallmarks of this Michigan State program. They have 5 sets of
Fun NBA
brothers
says,
on this team, tied for the most in the
touchdown.
country with
West
Nebraska
Brent
and
says go
Clemson.
white.
I
10-7.
gotta imagine that helps in recruiting when you're
man
hosting
touchdown
someone
is-
who's your little brother. You know, we mentioned
is
Kenny
Christmas,
Willikins
absolutely
earlier.
RC.
His little brother's on the team as well.
Big man
Strong
touchdown. Now
program
that's
for
how it's
Michigan
done.
State. I like what they've got
Fellow
defensively.
Polish person, even
You know,
better.
Jamie Newman, he's being evaluated by NFL scouts. There's some
Fun
NFL
NBA
scouts
says,
here
I'm
today.
back.
I'd like to see
Welcome
how
back.
he bounces back after getting a bad bounce there on the interception for a touch.
We'll ride that read with Kenneth Walker and good
Yeah, that's Matt
penetration by
Hasselbeck.
Michigan State. They get Jacob Slade into the backfield. That's something you talk about, Matt. You have to have penetration to kind of blow up this ride read of this tempo.
Yeah, they have developed, Dave Clawson and company have kind of developed this ride read action over 20 years. I don't know of anybody else who does it this way. Getting penetration in the backfield is the best way that I know of to stop it.
Donovan Green makes the grab for 6.
And again, this tempo, Mark D'Antonio told us that they practice with 3 different huddles to go quickly in practice just to try to simulate this.
There's a flag on the play. And oh my goodness, 24 caught it at the 5-yard line, but there is a flag. Green had got the catch.
40-yard line.
This was one of the most incredible catches I've ever seen.
Personal foul, a chop block by number 75 and
Oh, that is coming back.
25. 79 and 25. It's a 15-yard penalty and replay 3rd down.
Kenneth Walker and Sean McGinn, a high-low engaged block, so a penalty for a chop block negates it.
And it's really unfortunate. Sometimes when you have a true freshman going in there to try to block somebody, they get him low. And sometimes you don't realize that the offensive lineman might be engaged. It's kind of tough to see from that angle, but check out this play defensively and then offensively. We mentioned Donovan Green and that high-end ability that he has.
And then fell.
This was an incredible play.
Right into his chest.
Like, his fault
I can't make that up.
Negates a 48-yard spectacular play. And it sets up 3rd down and 20. Newman being chased.
Newman runs it. Almost got the
ground to
first.
cover. He got hit by Josiah Scott right at midfield, just a couple of yards shy of the line to gain. But I feel like if you're a quarterback now, you're going, hey, I got 18. Can we get 2 more?
Yeah, and he gets Raekwon Williams, gets him right in the back after that. I think the coaching point there for Jamie Newman is don't slow down. Keep going, and you're going to learn the hard way. Taking a hit like that by a nose tackle. Raekwon Williams is up over 300 pounds.
Wake
That's a big
Forest
hit.
gonna punt it. Got 15 seconds left in the first.
Brandon Sowards back to return. Maggio will boot it away. Fair catch at the 11.
All right, 4 seconds left. Ball at the 11.
Well,
Oh, they're
obviously,
saying 2 seconds now.
it is the heart of Capital One Bowl Mania. We've got our quadruple header today on.
Oh. So after this game, I'll be doing the USC and Iowa game. And that will complete my night. And then tomorrow, I forgot what that 12 o'clock game was.
Anthony Gordon had a great season offensively this year as Collins gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
All right,
And that takes
no
us to
game.
the end of what was
And
a very entertaining
that is the end of
opening
one.
quarter of play.
So I
Wake
do got
Forest
to
scored on
remute
its
the
opening.
game audio for copywritten music and for commercials. As soon as the commercials are over, I'll resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. Appreciate the 23 in the building. Can we get those thumbs up? Every like helps. Because YouTube does not help small creators. So all your guys' likes do help. And tomorrow, I'll be doing Penn State, Memphis, LSU, Oklahoma, and Pistons and Spurs. So we do got a very busy Saturday for you guys. And then Sunday I'll be doing some NFL football. I might be doing a triple header for football. Because it is the very last week of the season, the regular season. And then on Monday, I'll be doing I'm gonna try to do a college bowl game. I'll let you guys let me know which college bowl game. And then after that, I'll be doing the Pistons and Jazz. But I might do California and Illinois. Or I might do Mississippi State and Louisville. Jazz by 17. You know, the last time you said 17, the Pistons actually won. Oh, no, you said 12. I'm sorry, AT. You said it was the Rockets by 12. And Pistons beat the Rockets. Today is also the Texas Bowl and Cheez-It Bowl. Yeah, today's was that Air Force and Washington State, I believe. Yes, Wolves Howl. Blitz will eat 20 ghost peppers if I'm wrong. How did he get into it? For all you guys that are new, the Gridiron Blitz, what do you call it? For those of you that are new, the Gridiron Blitz did a ghost pepper on air. I may do one too, Trev. But not the one you do. Yeah, North Carolina did destroy Temple. What's going on, Damien? Says, what's up? Oh, got
second
game
and
audio
10.
back.
Lost one up there looking for Julian Barnett, the freshman.
Says, what's up? Michigan State going
He's
to win this
already
game.
thrown the most passes of any Michigan State quarterback
Christopher
ever.
says UNC put
He's within
them
the reach of
thumpers
the
on the board.
completion
Oh,
mark with a big
absolutely.
offensive day. He's within the reach of the total offense mark, which is one that he was
Fire
well
coming out of
aware
his
of.
eyes.
Connor
You
Cook
guys need
owns that
to
record
subscribe
currently.
and check it out.
Kirk Cousins owns the completion record.
UNC
listen,
looked like a
there's been some
real
great
team.
quarterbacks to come
Absolutely.
through Michigan State, and he even mentioned, has a kid from Arizona who used to live in Tacoma, get to Michigan State. He said, I met Kirk Cousins on my recruiting trip, and he said he had me just sold on Michigan State.
Got a relationship with Cousins ever since.
Oh,
Slipping tackles, Lewerke will
Lewerke
hit at the 15
got out of a
line.
potential sack.
Ryan Smenda, the leading
Got
tackler
some
for
yards
this
out of
Wake
it.
Forest defense, was
But
there for
it
the
is
stop.
fourth
This is a
down
Wake Forest defense that's missing probably 3 of its
And
best
5 yards
or so
short of a
players.
first down.
Nasir Greer,
So you will
not
be
playing in the
seeing
bowl
them
game at
punting
safety
it.
after he had
Wake
surgery,
Forest about
a
to
knee
receive
injury
the
to him.
ball.
Their captain, Justin Sternad, has been out since the Florida State game. He's their second leading tackler still in only 8 starts. And then Luke Masterson, who's their hybrid guy, he is out with an undisclosed injury. He missed the last 7 games.
Yeah, Sternad's the quarterback of that defense, and it's not so much the amount of injuries here with Wake Forest, it's who got hurt. A lot of big players.
Fair catch from Kendall Hinton. Well, bowl season rolls on tomorrow with the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic from AT.
I'll be doing Memphis and Penn State at noon tomorrow. UNC makes the Panthers look like a college team.
Down there.
We'll see if Charlie Brewer is healthy, still dealing with the aftermath of being in the concussion protocol after the Big 12 championship loss in overtime. Cade Carney gets swarmed after a yard gain.
Yeah,
Wake
tomorrow we got,
opening
like I said,
series.
Penn State.
Scored a touchdown with the Jamie Newman pass, but haven't been able to get much going since. Carney got grabbed at the ankles by Tyreek Thompson.
Yeah, tomorrow we got
at the
Penn
41-yard
State,
line.
Memphis, LSU,
And really, that's so
Oklahoma,
much of what happens in these football
and,
games. Adam.
Pistons
You come
and
out with your
Spurs.
first 15 plays, your starters, and you see how they're going to react. And then you get over the first time you get on the bench, and you make those adjustments, and you go to your next set of plays.
Ooh,
Look at that
too
time
far
for Stephen
for,
Claude in double coverage, 4th down.
And that's a
Wake
great example
Forest.
right there. They
Yeah,
say,
it
okay,
is.
we
4th
know
and
that we're
6.
getting one-on-one coverage on the backside. If we put a trips formation into the boundary, we're going to get a one-on-one. Who do we want? We want Claude, and we're going to take a shot. They took their shot. It was well covered. And really, that's where I see, from what I saw of Wake Forest earlier in the year, that was Sage Surratt right there. That would have been his play.
Yep.
And because of the injuries that you were just mentioning, you know, you just move right on down the list, and that time it was Stephen Claude. Another good player, but again, Sage Surratt, he's been their guy, the go-to guy.
All right, Michigan State about to get the kick.
Sowards.
Fair catch.
They'll head out of bounds, and Michigan State will take over. Yesterday, being sold from the Red Sox to the Yankees.
Yep. They are doing copyright music, so I do have to mute the game audio. Yeah, I'll be able to do West Branch Brawl, 2 of those, and then I got to do the Pistons and Spurs. And then Sunday, I'll probably be doing a triple header. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do Monday, but I know I am going to be doing the Pistons and Jazz. So we definitely got a jam-packed weekend, and also possibly a jam-packed Monday. Fun NBA Toys says good. Who do you think, RC? Who's doing Clemson, Ohio tomorrow? Oh yeah, we definitely got we got you covered for a lot of the bowl games and you know, basketball, NFL. So definitely go into my description below. Subscribe to all members of the Sports Movement Network and TSMN Entertainment. We have MonStar Sports and Entertainment. They're going live for some hockey. They're going to do the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. If I get the channel Fun NBA Toys, I'll do it. As long as it doesn't interfere with the Pistons and Jazz, I'll definitely do it. Greg, what's going on? Greg Stitt, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Says Go Bucks. Abdul Terrell says, subscribe to Troxel Sports Talk if you haven't already. Appreciate that. The Gridiron Blitz, the Toilet Bowl is at 1 o'clock at Ford Field on Sunday. With possibly the Green Bay Packers walking out as champions. So they can, what do you call it? So they might be able to get, you know, better seating. Bull sucks. Hurts me to say it, but it's true. Yeah, but you know, Damien, they beat Detroit. We have not beat the Chicago Bulls yet this season. All right, we got the game back.
We'll start with a jet sweep for Williams on this series. We'll pick up a couple. Boogie Basham is in the area. That's a name that you're going to want to know, and Wake Forest fans are excited because that's a name they're going to hear for another season. Carlos Basham Jr. is coming back for his senior year, the first Wake Forest defensive end to earn first-team All-ACC in 17 years. Calvin Pace, the last to do it.
Yeah, and where he's really special is on third down in pass rush situations. And he was going to probably be a second or a third-round pick, and he came back to school because he's got hopes of being a first-rounder.
Good hole opens up for Elijah Collins. Closes up relatively quickly, though, by Ryan Smenda, their excellent tackler. And it'll set up a third down and medium.
And we mentioned third down, and Boogie Basham, this is his down. He's a pass rusher. Adam, you and I, we call Thursday night football games, and a lot of NFL scouts attend those Thursday nights. And the guy that
Greg
they were coming
says,
to watch,
you called that right,
Basham.
Damien?
They wanted to learn
Thanks,
more
happy
about
holidays
him.
all.
Casey came out early.
Appreciate
yes,
that,
he's
Greg.
coming back for another year at Wake, but his pass rush ability is special.
There he is trying to work inside. The work, he got rid of it quickly. I think it was incomplete, and it was.
Incomplete.
Julian Barnett could not hang on to complete the process.
Incomplete pass. It's
4th and 4.
Nice job by
11:41 left in the second quarter.
And this is a good play call. They get the ball out on time, but again, drops. Massey with a nice job of making a hit. But they've been, I think they're number 3 in the country in drop passes. You're not going to win enough football games if you're number 3 in the country and dropping the ball.
Almost 40 drops in now 13 games for Michigan State players. Their running backs have been guilty of that this year as well.
All right, Wake Forest about to receive the
Great punt. Pat McAfee would be proud. Kendall Hinton from the 28-yard line.
Oh, he tripped a little bit.
We
got up to the 50, the 40.
And the punter,
Oh,
is able to save
he
a touchdown
almost.
on a 36-yard return by
Oh, what's
Hinton,
going on,
the longest
Maxwell?
of his career by far.
Well, as our guy Pat McAfee would say, this was
Wow.
good for the brand, an incredible punt. Kendall Hinton has had an excellent
Number
game.
2
That's
from
a
Wake Forest.
54-yard gain. Would have been a
Almost.
touchdown, but Hartbarger,
He
the
stumbled
punter,
at first,
with a great tackle.
and he
Might have
still
even injured
almost,
Kendall
what do you call it,
Kendall
broke
Hinton
loose for a
on the
touchdown.
tackle.
Saved by the Michigan State
Looks like he might have injured
punter.
himself just a little bit too, but
Hinton.
some people say that the punt is the most exciting play in all of football.
Hartbarger in his 6th year, 54th and final Michigan State game. Makes
Well,
an
Wake
impact on
Forest
that
has
tackle, but a
amazing
great
field
return
position.
by Wake Forest's Kendall Hinton to set up the Demon Deacons at the 36. And a penalty marker is thrown
We
from
got
the near side.
penalty.
A false start by number 82 of the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Javez Alexander on
All
the
right,
penalty.
1st and 15.
This season, for every field goal and extra point made by participating universities, All-State will make a contribution to the university's general scholarship fund. Keep it on the ground with Kenneth Walker, and he'll pound it across the 35-yard line. Get that penalty yardage back, and then some.
Really patient run by Kenneth Walker there. You know, you mentioned that Wake Forest doesn't play a lot of true freshmen. So if you play, you must be pretty talented, pretty special, and that's what Kenneth Walker is.
Up there. Just a little bit of a surge ahead.
So
Third
loss
down coming up.
3rd and
Found Jamie Newman on this
3rd
third
and
down.
7.
I got to be aware of number 48, Kenny
10:40 left
Yep.
in the second
Haven't
quarter.
called his name much so far today.
Both teams are 2 and 6 on 3rd downs today.
Here's Newman. They love
Newman gets the first down, got it to the 20.
And that's a touchdown-saving tackle.
And
by
looks like
Shakur
the
Brown.
ball will be at the 15.
18 yards to move the chains for Newman.
Well, they ran the opposite way of Willikis and Michigan State. They get caught in a blitz. They bring an outside blitz, and Jamie Newman goes right up inside. Some people say solve the riddle right up the middle when they want to blitz you outside. That's what Jamie Newman did. Wake Forest in the red zone.
And a handoff for Walker.
Oh, Walker.
Keep his feet after Josiah Scott dive to the ankles.
Isaiah Scott mentioned earlier, he's the best cover corner, but he's a good tackler. Sometimes you don't get that in a defensive back, but Isaiah Scott's got it both.
Newman keeps it. Ooh,
Oh, Newman
running into Tyreek
lost on the play.
We mentioned earlier that Michigan State struggles in the red zone. Well, same thing for Wake Forest.
Yep.
For whatever reason, these guys also struggle. They're 101st in red zone
3rd and
touchdown
11.
efficiency. This is their first trip to the red zone. Let's see what they can do with it.
54% touchdown rate. Newman trying to throw to one-on-one.
Oh!
Donovan
One-handed
reaches
catch!
out. What a
And it is a touchdown. Oh, but there's a
Touchdown,
flag
Wake
on the
Forest,
play.
pending the penalty.
They could have thrown a couple flags on this one. There
Yeah.
was holding inside on Kendall Hinton. Looked like there's probably holding outside on Donovan Green. We mentioned that this guy stepped up, true freshman. Nice catch.
Prior to the pass, holding by number 19 of the defense.
Oh, that
Penalty
is declined, and it is a touchdown.
Butler
It is
with the holding
13
penalty,
to 10,
Moot
pending
point.
the extra
Donovan
point.
Green, the true freshman from North Carolina, stumbling and still catching it.
It's really not bad coverage anywhere. This is just a nice job of giving the receiver an opportunity for a back shoulder throw. Adam, you've heard me say it 100 times. If it's going to be a back shoulder throw, make it a back shoulder throw, not in between. And it's got to be left shoulder pad or higher there. That's what it does, and it gives the wide receiver an opportunity to adjust to the ball. Donovan Green with a great catch.
Skiba for the extra point on a play that could
And
have
it's
gone either way.
14 to
So maybe
10.
Green push up a little. Butler
Wake
with a little
Forest
bit
with
of
a
a hold.
4-point lead. I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. Yeah, Christopher. Hey, you called it. You said, what do you call it? They're gonna, what do you call it? They're gonna probably win. I mean, it's still the second quarter, but if they're making back shoulder throws like that, you know, that's crazy. But shout out to Wake Forest. Fun NBA toys. I know you are new from yesterday, but you know, you guys keep it respectful, please. Damien as well. I'm going to take my horse to the Uptown. MSU loses. and U of M will lose, says one Pride Kenobi. Maxwell says, so am I. The Ford dealership is offering David Blau a brand new 2020 Ford F-150 if he beats the Packers. Well, I will raise him. I will raise the Ford dealership. I'll put in money for, what do you call it? A vehicle of his choice, not just a Ford. Because, yeah. Packers gotta beat us.
Backs of the greats, of the Derek Jeters and the Joe DiMaggios, Lou Gehrig, but this one's my favorite. George Herman Babe Ruth. 100 years ago yesterday, the curse of the Bambino. How does that sound to a Red Sox fan, Matt Hasselbeck?
I'm not going to comment on that.
And the curse has been lifted, right? I guess
The curse has been lifted multiple
times
guys.
at this
Come on,
point.
what are we talking about? Hey, this is really cool. I grew up a lifelong Red Sox fan. Fenway Park was my spot. This is my first time here to Yankee Stadium. This is an awesome stadium.
Really cool.
It's a great place to watch a baseball game, obviously, but it's pretty cool to watch a football game up here too.
One of the most expensive stadiums in the country. Nearly $2 billion spent to build new Yankee Stadium. Jalen Naylor on the return, takes it out near the 30-yard line. I don't think Kevin Nagani
Ball
wants
at
to hear about
either
this. He
the
wants to hear about Citizens Bank.
29
What do
or
you got,
30-yard
Nagani?
line. I do got to mute the, what do you call it? Copyrighted music. Yeah, Damien. I thought so too. I actually had the Packers as a number 3 team in the division. The Bears at the 4th, and Vikings 2 and Lions 1. But that game
his
flat
Owls
on
did
my
not have a
face.
great showing in that whole game
I'm man
today.
enough to admit I was
Nothing
wrong.
there for Elijah Collins. Excellent penetration. Jaquez Williams on the outside.
Yeah, Jaquez Williams is one of those guys that's had to step up with Justin Strnad being out. And, you know, he just moved to linebacker this spring. He was playing basically the rover position, which is more like a defensive back. And he's bulked up a little bit, and he's had to step up. And that's been a big loss for this Wake Forest team. But between him and Schmenda, they've stepped up nicely.
Lewerke airing it out. Trenton Gillespie makes the grab. There goes the redshirt freshman still on his feet.
Got
First
into
down and
about the
goal,
9 or
Michigan
the
State.
8-yard line. What a
Biggest grab of
ginormous
Gillison's career.
game. Michigan
54 yards. They
State.
usually say never throw the ball late down the middle if you're a quarterback.
Yeah, Damien,
Lewerke
it was
says the
because,
heck
you
with
know,
that.
you
This is my
guys,
last game at
you
Michigan
lost your
State.
defensive
Gillison
coordinator.
Looking like a young
You had a
Chris
year-
Baker out there at tight end running right
You had
down
a
the
year
pipe.
to,
Huge play.
you know, watch the game
And now
film.
Lewerke will
And
dive
Lewerke
for
with the touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
It is 16-14. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Brian Lewerke with a rushing
As we
touchdown.
mentioned, an RPO, a run, then a
But,
run, and then
you know, you
maybe
had a year
pass.
to-
Nope, Lewerke
to,
said,
you know,
I'm gonna
scout
keep it all
the
by
tape
myself.
for that
He
defense.
dives in,
And then
clearly a
offensively, you know,
touchdown that's
your quarterback.
indisputable video
You know,
evidence, no
basically
need
it drops down
review
to your
it.
quarterback.
Well done by the
That's the only
senior
reason why I
quarterback.
had the Bears
After a
as
huge play to the tight end
number
right
4.
down the middle.
Gillison had made 8 grabs, and his longest was for 19 before that 64-yarder, which helped set up Lewerke's
All right,
third
17-14.
rushing touchdown of the season.
And I do got to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button and notification bell. Set it to all because tomorrow I'll be doing 3 games tomorrow. I'm doing Penn State and in Memphis, Oklahoma, LSU, and Pistons and Spurs. Then we got 3 games on Sunday for NFL. And on Monday, I know I'll be doing the Pistons and Jazz, but I might add more. You know, all those people that show the game and things like that, shame on them, because you know what? When they get shut down, I'm going to laugh at them. Because they are just doing it for sub grabbing. They don't give a rat's behind about none of you. But here in the Sports Movement Network and TSMN Entertainment, we care about you. You know, we care about you for real. And we try to build a community and a family here. Yeah, Vic Fangio was the biggest loss of your guys' offseason. Appreciate that, Caleb. Says, let's get him to 1,000 subs. Letting Fangio go was the biggest big mistake. Absolutely. Because left dude wide open. Ain't it, LOL? The Gridiron Blitz says, let's get 800 first. Absolutely. Now, I will say that the road to 1K is not accurate due to the quote-unquote proverbial purge that YouTube does. I am currently at 767.
Achilles at tight end back in the Illinois game. So now they're leaning on 3 freshmen at tight end. How about stepping up? Trenton Gillison setting up the Lewerke touchdown.
Not your typical tight end route. You know, usually you see tight ends catching Y option routes, an 8-yard out, post route maybe, a corner. Not right down the middle of the field on a game like that.
Kendall Hinton back on the field, had a good punt return on his last touch.
All right, to the 30.
And his shiftiness will take him out across the 30
to
with
the
a penalty marker thrown.
29 penalty on the play.
Well, guys, I mentioned
What's going
the tight
on,
end
Regina
not usually
White?
getting it. There's the tight end right here.
Show the game.
If you could
This
run
is
the
great.
play,
ESPN blocks
Lewerke's going to look left. And when he looks left over here,
cable, so
everybody drops
YouTube,
the tight end going straight down the middle of the field.
Holding by number 89 of the receiving.
And that's really how he got wide
Absolutely.
open.
You know, ESPN does blocks
They know
content.
that quarterbacks are not supposed to throw the ball late down the middle. That's what Lewerke does, and it worked out perfectly for Michigan State. 64-yard gain.
Gridiron Blitz, she was good. She was just
Brian
explaining
Lewerke's
how,
longest
you know,
completion
showing
of
the
his
game is
career
not
in his
a good thing
38th
for people.
start. Long prior to that was 60 yards. The holding penalty on A.T. Perry will set Wake Forest back to its own 20-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to play first half.
But that comment was
Kane
okay.
Carney. Solid run of about 4.5. Running into Mike Panasha.
And when you're running up inside like that with pulling guards, pulling offensive linemen, it really takes that outside defensive end pass rush out of
My
it.
bad.
We mentioned Kenny Willikins
Hey,
so much.
I've done that a
He's
couple
coming
times,
outside,
remember?
We're running right up inside of it. It's no big deal.
All I see was
Willikins was
show
bringing
game
some
and
pressure, but he may have lost
automatically
his feet.
I went for
Newman ended
we
up going
cut. But
incomplete to Ja'Quari Roberson.
I do want to wish you, we got Regina
Somebody
Wright.
at this
Welcome to
tempo,
the
I
chat.
think the
Appreciate you
tempo is
coming
so
out.
impressive
Hopefully you
against
had a
Wake
very
Forest.
Merry Christmas.
And they do a great job. They've got 3 guys here. They're shielding the signals. We're in a baseball stadium. There's 3 guys. 1 guy's live. 2 guys are dummy signalers. And they get these plays in so quickly.
I'm sure Yankee fans aren't worried about signaling or anything like that in various playoff
Newman
series.
got the first down.
There's a run for Jamie Newman out across the 30. And he's got the first down. Antoine Simmons finally closes out the play.
And you really think about signaling
left in
third
the
base
second
coach
quarter.
in baseball, but it's
It is
so much
first
in
and
college
10.
football. In
Right.
the NFL, there's the coach to quarterback communication system, basically a walkie-talkie right into the helmet of the quarterback. In college, the quarterbacks are on the sidelines hearing the play and then signaling it in to the quarterback.
But Jamie Newman, how did he get out of the pack? What an elusive run by Newman into Michigan State territory. Picks up 19 yards. He looked like he was dead to rights a couple times.
Well, we mentioned he looks like Cam Newton. Ride Reed, they bring the corner blitz. It's Josiah Scott is a good tackler.
Wow,
and Newman basically says, get off of me, with a huge gain up the middle. Perfect play call by Michigan State.
Oh, we got a
Just
Michigan
not
State
well
Spartan down.
because of the physicality of
Number 3
Wake
is
Forest
down for
quarterback
Michigan
Jamie
State.
Newman.
Who's got 72 rushing yards already. Xavier Henderson, the sophomore out of Ohio, one of the top cornerbacks
Gridiron
in the
says,
state coming out of high school,
Read
is
it again.
down.
Showing the game is great. ESPN blocks content on the app. Almost all live content. I have cable, so if someone broadcasts on YouTube, more power to them. What's going on? Baseball is life. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for coming through. Hopefully you've had a very Merry Christmas.
Curiosity. It ignites our imagination in search of inspiration
Willie, no, I don't.
and daring new ideas. At Lexus, our greatest curiosity isn't a machine. It's you.
Okay, so I did reread the message by
Experience the
Regina.
rewards of our curiosity.
So
That's my nacho.
I mean, yeah, for the media, it is, you know, quote unquote
Finally,
great.
delicious nachos you don't have
But
to fight
when you
over.
get blocked
Come
by
together with the new nachos
ESPN,
party pack from Taco Bell.
You know, they could do ironically one of two things.
Brush
They can
aside
either
the
give you
doubters, the
a
naysayers,
claim
the noise.
to take it down, or they can
BLITZ.
give you a strike and
You're
make
not
it,
ready for
and
gray.
YouTube
So
takes it
brush
down.
it away
If
in
YouTube
5
takes it
easy
down,
minutes.
you
Just
get
for good
a
mustache and beard.
90-day
Be the better man
ban.
you are and look the part.
Have you
And,
ever worked with Dr. Francis?
and so if you
yeah.
notice,
He's okay.
a lot of your favorite
Just
content
okay?
creators that
Guess
show
who
the
just
games,
got reinstated?
that all of a sudden you don't see none of their
Not
content,
officially.
and eventually you can't even
Nervous?
find them,
Yeah.
is because they've shown the
me
game
too.
so many times and got copyrighted
about it. We'll figure it
strikes. And
I'll
each
see you in the-
strike,
Just okay?
you got a 90 days. So 90
has
days
America's
for
best
the
network.
first strike,
Now
90
with our
days for
best
the
plans
second
at our
strike,
best
90 days
prices,
for the
starting at
third strike, but
$35
that
a line
third
for
strike,
4 lines.
you're
New
just
from
gone,
AT&T.
period.
Of course, college football with its 150th
So,
anniversary. Let's take it back to
you know,
1928.
that's why you will
at
never
Old
see
Yankee
showing the
Stadium.
game on
Notre Dame
my
taking
channel,
on Army,
but
and
I
this,
do
of
bring
course,
the,
is the famous win
the
walk
audio.
for the Gipper halftime speech made
And,
by Lou Rockney in reference.
Oh. And what do you call it? You'll see the game audio, hear the game audio. Outside of that,
6 in that contest.
You know,
Notre Dame and Army
we have fun,
played
like
several
this,
games, including one here
and
at
I'm
New
trying to
Yankee
build a
Stadium.
community, get to know
One of
each
the
and every
biggest
single
crowds that New
subscriber
Yankee Stadium has seen in the 17 college football
build a family.
games that have been played.
with you guys. So
Carney, short gain,
with
second
that
down,
being
running in
said,
the right corner
you know,
of Williams.
those that show the game, they don't give a rest
A
behind.
little feisty out here. I'd say it started in the first quarter. You know, you go a long time without playing a football game. These guys are ready to play some football. It's been a physical contest, both up front and outside of the skill positions.
Newman off the back foot. He's got Jack Frudenthal.
And we got a touchdown, Wake
And
Forest.
Senior takes it home for a touchdown.
But if someone does it, I understand. If they want to, go for it. Yeah, I mean, it's their channel, you know, at the end of the day. You know, but for those people that like get all these
Jamie
views
Newman
and stuff like
standing in the
that
pocket,
for
took
showing the
hit
actual
from
game,
Raekwon
like they don't really
Williams,
care
the
about you
two-time
guys.
All Big Ten
You know,
selection at
they want to
defensive
try to
lineman
get, you
and
know,
put it on a
try to
dime
hit
for
big.
Jack
It's like a
who has
Ponzi
been
scheme.
a clutch tight end.
You know,
in
try to
big
get big real
moments
quick,
since Newman
and
first took
you know,
over
who
as the
cares
starting
about it?
quarterback
Everyone.
a couple of
You know, we're
seasons
here.
ago.
Every single one of my
Skiba
750 plus subscribers.
Jumps back out in front.
I care about each and every single person.
Here in the first half of the New Era Pinstripe Bowl.
Well, you mentioned Jack Frudenthal.
Whether
the
I
tight
just
end.
met you
He's
or
lined up.
never
He's lined
met
up
you,
right here,
and you just
he's got
subscribe
this
and just
middle
stay hidden.
linebacker here in a one-on-one situation. Joe Bocci, the normal linebacker, he is not out. Tight ends making an impact in this game right down the middle. Dave Clawson said to us yesterday, look for this matchup. If they want to play us a certain way, we're going to run our tight end right down the middle for a huge play.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. This game is, I love this back and
just
forth.
staring down the gun barrel, taking a major
You've
hit.
seen a
That's
defensive
penalty
touchdown.
in the NFL. This is college football.
And
These
you've seen
quarterbacks take a
offenses
hit.
throw
That is
big
a
play for
great
touchdowns.
job of staying in there strong. And Jack Frudenthal, the tight
In
end,
the,
former
what do you call it?
walk-on, the captain.
Also in the red
These
zone,
tight ends,
seeing
I love it.
touchdowns
I love it
being
tonight.
thrown.
Tight end football, Adam.
Frudenthal, he was nominated last year for the Burlsworth Trophy, the top player who began his career as a walk-on. Kenny Willikis, in fact, of Michigan State, won that award this year. What a great story Jack Frudenthal is, playing in his 51st and final collegiate game.
Yeah.
That's his 5th touchdown.
You know, that's the one
year.
thing I have beefs
Had
with.
that huge game against North Carolina State.
You know,
with
it's
3
cable
scores, had a
companies and
game-winning
stuff like
touchdown
that. Like,
against NC State a couple of years
cable
ago.
companies are so trash.
And what's your reward? Go cover
Yeah, go cover the kickoff. Yeah.
You know,
There's
and
Trent
it sucks
Gillison,
because, you know, at the end of
been
next month,
impactful
I might
already
actually have to
today.
be
He
with
takes
the
it out
cable
across
company.
the 25-yard line. Well, it's college football playoff eve.
Oh. Andrew Starstain, this is what we do. You know, we commentate, we have fun. You know, this is not just to listen to the game. This is to have fun on. You know, you're more than welcome to rock with me. But this is what we do.
Looking at that Ohio State defense, my alma mater, Boston College, just hired Jeff Hafley at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Maxwell will be today at 8 o'clock.
I'd like to see that matchup and what he can do against Travis Etienne.
Jalen Naylor, the intended target, with a couple of defenders, including Esau Bassi, around him. Second down.
No,
Well,
the
this is
gridiron.
an
I'm not
aggressive
condoning
play call.
nothing
They're
that's
saying,
illegal.
Hey, we want to come out and take
You know,
a shot. It's not really there. It's good coverage.
But I
by
get what
Bassi.
she's saying.
Henderson
She's like,
doesn't take the
she's
bait.
saying that, you know, she
Sometimes
pays money
just
for,
sending the
you know,
message.
her
A lot of
cable.
play callers will say, you know what, we're going to take
But
at least
going on
one
the
shot a
ESPN
quarter
app,
just to loosen them
she
up.
can't go through her cable
Amari
that she pays
Henderson,
for.
the opposite corner,
see the game.
second in the ACC with 4 interceptions
You know,
this
so
year.
that's why you know, that's what she's trying to say. Is what I think that she's
Having
trying to say.
that
I'm
right foot, right
Virginia.
ankle checked out
That's what
by the training
you
staff.
mean. By all means, let us know.
You know, we just mentioned the experience of Amari Henderson, and a lot of these guys, you see Dave Clawson out there checking on Amari Henderson, who's playing in his 46th career game.
Henderson
that seems
is
to be
down.
a major
The
trend for
trainers
Wake Forest.
are
When we've
with him.
gotten a chance to dive through a little bit of the Wake
Looks
Forest
like he's
program,
holding his
this is a developmental
leg.
program.
For sure.
He
Dave
did get
Clawson's
up.
done an excellent job. And his theory, his philosophy is our freshmen don't need to be
I
better
don't see a
than
limp.
the other freshmen in the ACC. However, our juniors and seniors
It's,
need
Dave
to be better
Clawson?
than their juniors and seniors. So
Oh,
we'll
that's
take
the head
2-
coach.
and 3-star recruits and develop them. And that's something that a lot of programs aren't able to do. Dave Clawson's done a nice job of that. If I could say one other thing just real quick, Adam, I love what Dave Clawson does with the whole person here.
What's
Student
going on,
athlete at
Blaze
Wake
Radio?
Forest. They get an experience that I don't think a lot of Power 5
Hopefully you had a very Merry
He does
Christmas.
a great job developing them as young men. as
Michigan
well.
State
Jalen Naylor on
near the
sweep.
first down.
It's kind of a cool day, too. Remember, this is Dave Clawson's kind of birthplace as a head coach. He started his career here in the Bronx, not too far away, over at Jack Coffey Field as a head coach of Fordham.
Yeah, he talked about those days at Fordham, and he said, what'd you learn at Fordham? He said, I learned
That's very true,
everything
Gridiron.
about being a head coach. I really had no idea.
All right,
I
they
was
gave
a
it
coordinator
to Michigan State.
who turned
It
head
was a
coach
first
and had
down.
no idea. I made all my mistakes there. And now Wake Forest gets to reap the benefits of what was developed here in New York City years ago.
31
For
years
those
of
of you
age
that
when he
are
got named
new
the head
and
coach at
enjoy
Fordham.
wrestling video games, Blaze
I got a little
Radio
trivia for you.
has amazing
Dave Clawson went to Williams
commentary
College.
on wrestling games.
Who else went to Williams College that might
And I
know
definitely
a
have
little
a blast in
something
those
about this
streams.
Cody White makes the grab. Good gain for a first down. I actually do know this. George Steinbrenner.
Him as
George
awesome
and Hal
co-star,
Steinbrenner
Rex.
were both Williams College alums in Massachusetts.
Definitely have a blast in there.
That's a great question, man. That was a great question.
NESCAC school.
Falcons retain
Approaching 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
And,
fresh set of downs
Dan
for
Quinn.
Lewerke and Michigan State.
You see a lot of audibling by Lewerke. That's what you get with a senior quarterback who runs a pro-style offense.
Handed off here, checking to the run play with Collins.
Gain of
Grabs
about
2 yards to the 40.
by Collins.
There is the George Steinbrenner mural, the boss. Late boss passed away 9 years ago. First decade in almost a century that the Yankees
appreciate
did
that,
not win a World
Blaze.
Series. Obviously, the 27 titles for the Yankees, the most in Major League Baseball history.
And a lot of America is totally fine with that.
I feel like a lot of this booth might be okay with that.
Yeah,
in
we're
fact.
okay with that. We're okay with that.
On second down,
Lewerke
Lewerke close to the
got the
sticks. It's
first
grabbed
down
Trey
by
the true
Mosley.
freshman. He's got the ball at the 32 for a first down. Cart.
Oh, they're going to call for the chain gang.
Every year he plans an off-season project, Dave Clausen. He does a deep dive ranging from specific aspects of the game to player and mental, physical enhancements, and he researches it hard. And that thinking was built at Fordham when he was a 31-year-old head coach. First year he took over at Fordham, 0-11. Year 4, 10 wins. This guy can coach.
He's done the same thing at Wake Forest. Travion Red brings down Elijah Collins at the 25-yard line. Remember that this is a Wake Forest team that's seeking its first 9-win season in 12 years. They've never been to a bowl game 4 consecutive years until this year. Interesting to see how Dave Clausen and Mark D'Antonio match up as
for
two head
Michigan
coaches
State.
kind of crossing each other in terms of trajectory of their programs for the time being. You saw Max Rosenthal on the deck, the fullback for Michigan State. He's getting checked out. So while we have a moment, we'll remind.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, when I do sign up for cable companies, I try to see if they have a an app for the phone. I know, like, Xfinity does, and I'm not too sure who else does, but I know like Xfinity or Comcast, I know they have an app where as long as you have a bill, you can watch whatever
Future
you
Notre Dame
have
head
on
coach Frank
TV
Leahy.
on your phone.
Vince Lombardi was one of those 7 blocks of granite. Incredible offensive line for Fordham, and the Michigan State players got a chance to check that out. Max Rosenthal, a key cog
two people
for this Michigan State
walking with
offense
him.
with a lot of tight ends.
He is in
right
a lot
now.
of
They don't really
pain,
have a
so,
true fullback except for Rosenthal.
Yeah,
He might be done.
Fullback is an extension of the offensive line that you were just talking about, and Max Rosenthal has stepped up in that pass protection role.
We got
I see his
3:34
hometown there,
left in the
Winnetka,
second
Illinois.
quarter.
Christmas
His second
time, all
and
I can
3.
think about is that
Home Alone.
Home Alone movie, but his teammates talked about him in such positive light. Max Rosenthal coming through in pass pro.
You see all of the notable injuries this season. Cole Chewins, who was supposed to be their left tackle, didn't even get a chance to play this year. They used 7 different left tackles this season. Injuries at key positions throughout, especially on offense. Elijah Collins on the misdirection, unable to get away.
Wow.
He's saying Bassi, finishing him off after Deion Bergen Jr. had some of the penetration for Wake's defense.
Well, it's a good-looking design, pre-snap with the action left, but he's saying Bassi not fooled at all. We mentioned Michigan State's kind of the TFL tackle for loss team, but Wake Forest, nice job on that play. Sets up a 3rd and long. Let's see what Michigan State can do with this right here.
Lewerke past the sticks. He's got Jalen Naylor for a first down inside the 20. Into the red zone go the Spartans. Trey Rucker on the stop.
Well, really nice job by Lewerke catching the snap, but the snap was a little low and left. It was a little off. A 13-yard gain right up the middle. They ran crossing routes, which is good versus man coverage, but that was zone coverage that Wake Forest disguised and gave to him. And so basically, Lewerke does a nice job of sort of overcoming a bad situation.
Yeah, they only rushed 3. There were 8 back in coverage for Wake on that play. Nowhere to go for Anthony Williams. Got hammered by Travion Red. He's the rover in place of Luke Masterson over the last 6 games.
Yeah, and losing Masterson is huge, but Trey Red steps up. He comes right outside. You know, the New England Patriots say, set the edge, and that's called set the edge, Trey Red. Another tackle for loss. That's the fourth one today. That one lost another 4 yards. I know we're not calling it the red zone because you're outside the 20-yard line, but in my mind, this is the red zone, and Wake Forest is stepping up.
2nd and 14.
Lewerke gets rid of it to Darrell Stewart. Stewart is going to have to run out of bounds, being chased out.
That was about a gain of 1 or 2.
And again, that was one of those plays where technically, yes, it's a pass play. If you're just watching at home, that's a pass play.
Extension of the run, though, right?
But that is really just a running play. The offensive line, they're blocking the run, and all those other receivers out there, they're just blocking like it's a running play. Very high percentage completion pass. Wake Forest is in kind of a bend but don't break defense here. Trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Lewerke pumps, and down he goes. It's Boogie Basham in the backfield. Now 2nd in the ACC with 11 sacks.
Well, he doesn't just beat him like one-on-one. It's a stunt inside, and he slides right inside, comes from outside back inside. Boogie Basham, we mentioned the pass rush ability on the outside. He's kind of a lean guy, but right up the middle, Lewerke had no chance.
I'm surprised Wake Forest isn't calling a timeout. They've got all 3 to work with. It's a 44-yard attempt for Coughlin. And he is able to deliver. It has not been a great year over.
All right, sorry about that again. Definitely multitasking. But it is 20-21.
Guys will have all of the updates necessary, and they'll preview both playoff games as we are 1 day away.
All right, it looks like they are.
Well, Wake Forest did not use a timeout. Some
What's
time
going
didn't come
on,
on the
Rick
clock.
H?
They still have
Man,
all 3 timeouts.
Demon Deacons are just that deal, I guess. Well, appreciate you for rocking with us.
Go with the short pooch kick. Kenneth Walker. He'll get wrapped up just past the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, Wake Forest's quarterback made a beautiful over-the-shoulder throw.
An extra point made by participating universities. All-State will make a contribution
for
to
a
the
one-handed touchdown grab.
Fund. Thank you, All-State. That is not a goalpost, by the way. That is the right field foul pole.
It's a fake goalpost. And that was
I already know that, Rick.
You know, I was looking for Pat McAfee.
I missed it.
That's why when you come support me on basketball, I get excited.
Well, he's the one the sponsor for Cheez-It this year.
All right, let's see what Jamie Newman can do. 2-minute drive. He's been good at 2-minute drives.
And a little surprised. They could have saved about 30, 35 seconds had they called the timeout before the field goal, but 43 ticks to go from the 31. Jamie Newman's going to run it. And he will get past the sticks or not. No, they're going to mark him at the 40. So now the clock continues to move. Raekwon Williams came from behind and made the stop. Again, they're not using a timeout here. Newman stepping up, looking for Frudenthal, overthrown. Trey Person, the safety, had the coverage.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't use a timeout right there. And it's not so much just about the clock. The whole play just kind of seemed rushed and hurried. They try to get Frudenthal back, again, down the middle. Michigan State was ready for it that time. I'd be surprised if they fall for it twice in the same game. But again, not using your timeouts is sort of a head scratcher here.
We'll run the football with Carney. He'll get the first down. Gonna truck 2 defenders and take it out to the 48-yard line.
All right, Wake Forest is calling a timeout. 10 seconds remaining.
Shakur Brown was worse for the wear as big Cade Carney pounded it ahead.
And we talked about this being a physical
20
game.
to
We talked about
21.
Cade Carney
Wake
missing in
Forest
action in
leads
some of
by
the
1.
earlier games. I mean, this is Big Ten football now. This is Michigan State. This is a physical football team. And Cade Carney says, hey, that's how we play in the ACC as well. If I was a secondary guy, I used to work with this guy, Charles Woodson.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Every time there was a big, like a Leonard Fournette type back trying to blow up a defensive back, he would turn and look at me and he'd say, see that right there? That right there is why I retired. I've had enough of that. And C. Wood, I mean, Charles Woodson, he was a great tackler also, but I would not want to tackle a guy like Cade Carney.
He knows this Michigan State program well. Of course, the former Wolverine and some battles with the Spartans.
Wake Forest is kind of in a Hail Mary position here. And Michigan State takes the timeout.
Calls their first timeout of the half.
That's called a Polaroid.
Yeah, they
shot of what
RC. Yeah,
puts
that's
out there.
exactly
Take a
what
quick
they were
picture
doing.
and get a look at what their formation is going to be. And typically in this kind of a situation, you call it an end of game play.
Like, I don't even know why you're holding 3 timeouts.
So you line up in the Hail Mary formation.
You had a real shot
and you
to,
maybe have
you know,
your first play is
use
going to
the
be an
clock to
out
your
route. Maybe you
advantage,
get a
to where
timeout.
as
Maybe
time
you get it where
expires,
can
you score a
get down the
touchdown
middle
or maybe
and,
a
spike it
field
and
goal.
take a shot for a Hail Mary.
Coming up next, a couple more.
Oh.
The country. This may be a free play, but they're going to rule it dead first. And Jamie Newman saying, hey, let me run the play here. It was whistled dead. Dave Clawson's out on the field arguing that as well. They'll get the 5 yards, but they wanted to run a free play.
Yeah, Dave Clawson's right. I think this is a mistake by the official here. He should not have whistled this play dead.
Again, if it's unabated to the quarterback,
you already
if the
know,
quarterback's
Rick.
in danger, fine. But there was no danger on that play.
Offside by number 96 of the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Jacob Panasha
I got a free
called
5
for it
yards.
in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
You could have called it on him or Naquan Jones, but this isn't unabated to the quarterback, and
the only
offenses
thing,
want to run the play.
You know, in the official's defense, and maybe he's correct here, if the left tackle moves before the ball is snapped, then yes, you blow the whistle. Penalty on the defense.
I mean, it might be a moot point with the time the way it is anyway. Newman will get this play off.
His all time.
His time continues to
Throws
wind down.
it.
Launches it for Frudenthal. Naquan Jones was bearing down on Newman.
All right,
and hit him a
second
little
and 5.
low.
3
Newman
seconds
is
remain.
not limping by any means, but certainly walking a little bit more gingerly.
Yeah, those don't feel good. And I actually thought if he gave Frudenthal a chance, that's just an awkward hit to take. But if he gave Frudenthal a chance, I think the height advantage was there. Frudenthal's every bit of 6'3". Wake Forest is going to cut their losses and go into halftime with 2 timeouts to waste.
That is halftime. Let me get the halftime scroll going. Definitely appreciate the 35 of you guys in the building. If you can, hit the thumbs up. Make sure it's blue. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Smash that notification bell. Because later on tonight, I'll be on for the USC Iowa game. And tomorrow, it'll be Memphis and Penn State, followed by LSU and Oklahoma, and then followed by the Pistons and Spurs. And then on Sunday, we're doing 3 NFL games. And then Monday, I'll look at the schedules and see what other games I'll do. But we are scheduled for the Pistons and the Jazz. that game will happen because I am a Pistons fan, as well as the Lions, Tigers, and Red Wings, and Michigan Wolverines. Um, I believe it is the Spartans that gets the ball at half. But appreciate you, Ray. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. But yeah, we definitely got a jam-packed weekend. And I am trying to fill up on Monday as well. So we could definitely have some fun. But I am going to hop into the chat. I'm going to take a quick halftime break. Make sure my little one is all set. And as soon as the third quarter kicks off, I'll bring the game audio back. So appreciate you guys for being patient. If you guys can chat it up in the chat, I'll chat it up with you guys. All right, guys, I am back. Oh, Monster, that was for when you are telling people to smash the thumbs up for me. That was, I appreciated that. Gridiron says, "Hope I didn't chase Regina out of here. Prayers." But yeah, I hope what I've been teaching Molly today. I hope everything goes off without a hitch, and it totally destroys all things, because I think that's gonna be a good game. The Maple Leafs versus the Devils. So everyone that's a hockey fan, definitely subscribe to MonStar Sports and Entertainment. You can click on their name and go to their channel, subscribe, click that bell, so when they go live for the Toronto Maple Leafs and Devils, New Jersey Devils, you know, it's gonna be lit. Oh, absolutely, it should be fun. So, just a heads up, you guys, I do want to say I appreciate you guys all. We have hit an all-time high for a first half in regards to views. So, I definitely want to take this time out and give you guys a round of applause and say thank you guys. Yeah, we have hit 1,037 views, or I'm sorry, 1,240 views in the first half alone. So I definitely want to take this time out and tell you guys I appreciate you guys all. You guys have hit an all-time high. So I definitely appreciate that. Is that a Jason Garrett clap? Come on, dog. You know I don't like Jason Garrett. Oh, man. No, that is not a Jason Garrett clap. Oh, yeah, I see what you did, Grid. Yeah, we hit an all-time high for the first half of basketball, football, or anything. Okay, hold on one second. My daughter's singing. Alrighty. Sorry about that, fellas. She looked at me when I was like, you know, we can all hear you. She looked at me like, well, what am I supposed to do? So, yeah, we have fun over here. Shout out to Little One. Absolutely, Gridiron. But, yeah, after this game, we'll be doing the LSU. No, LSU is tomorrow. We'll be doing USC versus Iowa. And MonStar Sports and Entertainment is going to be doing the Maple Leafs and Devils. I'll be over there to give them a like and a view and some watch hours as well. Even while I stream, that's what we do here in the Sports Movement Network. We support each other. And we are all, what do you call it? Family here. So, game is about to kick off. Michigan State is about to receive, so I'm going to bring in the game audio.
Michigan State will get the ball to start the second half. Jalen Naylor back to return along with Anthony Williams.
Hey, we still give you love, Gridiron.
The
Come on now.
All-American kicker Nick Skiba out of Clover, South Carolina will boot it away. One of the upmen's going to grab it here for Michigan State.
All right, ball at the 20
Taking across the
to the 25.
20-yard line and out across the
Looking like the 26 or 27.
Looks like Maverick Hansen made the grab as we check in with Paul Carcaterra.
Oh, let me take off
Matt,
the
you
halftime.
mentioned the quarterback play. Well, I just spoke to Mark
Sorry
D'Antonio,
about
the
that.
Michigan State head coach.
There
He
we
thinks
go.
Brian Lewerke has opportunities to hit downfield with
Absolutely,
his wide
Damien.
receivers on the outside, but to establish that, you got to get the run game going, and that's an area of concern after the first half. Defensively, two things. They have to stop Jamie Newman, Wake Forest quarterback. He rushed for 87 yards in that first half, and then blown coverages in the middle of the field have haunted the Spartans.
That's exactly what Dave Clawson was hoping for, that big play to Frudenthal. A perfect example of that. Cart, great stuff.
All right,
Lewerke to throw on the first play of the half.
Oh!
Underthrew it, trying to find Julian Barnett.
Yeah, that's
Barnett
coming out
tried
rusty
to
and
dive
stiff
for
at
it.
halftime.
I
As a
believe it
quarterback,
is
you
either
gotta
his
make
hands
sure
or the
you're
top of
ready
his
to go from
helmet.
The first play. That's a ball on the right hash, throwing a comeback all the way to the left side of the
Lewerke
field.
is
I know
10
it's
for
a long
19
throw, but
with
Lewerke's got that
145
throw in
yards.
his game. He just came out stiff. Whatever
He
he
does,
did at
I believe, have
halftime
9
did
rushing
not
yards
get him
for a
ready
touchdown.
For the first play of the second half. That's a missed opportunity.
Hand off to Collins.
Collins to
Looking
the
ahead
30.
to the 31-yard line.
Okay,
Brian
ball at
Lewerke,
the
originally
31.
from Phoenix, is where he went to high school, but a Tacoma kid growing up. Big Seahawks fan, was a big fan of Matt Hasselbeck growing up as well. Had the relationship with Kirk Cousins when he first came to Michigan State for a visit. He and Kirk text once in a while. Obviously, Kirk's very busy in his NFL career, but maintained that relationship, and that's been very key for Lewerke's growth.
Yeah, he talked about the relationship with Kirk Cousins and really a lot of quarterback tradition here at Michigan State. A lot of good players have come through this program. He also mentioned he was a Mariners fan and didn't really care too much about playing at Yankee Stadium.
Absolutely. Good connection to Trenton
We got
Gillison,
a
who's had
first
2 big
down.
grabs today. This one for a first down to the 45. Carp.
Uh-oh. Looks like
Well,
88 from
yesterday,
Spartans is
when
hot
Brian
then.
Lewerke walked into the meeting, he saw Matt Hasselbeck. He had his jersey when he was a kid. He said he idolized you, Matt, when he was living in Washington. I think he
he's
mentioned
all
his
right.
grandfather, like
He is
putting
lined
your
up.
That is cold-blooded as Kobe White takes it to midfield.
You know what? These college players are getting younger and younger. I'm like, oh, you mean your dad? No, my granddad. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay, sure. Thanks for that, buddy.
It is really cool to come, you know, to have the opportunity to call these college games this year. You know, get to meet these kids, get to meet these coaches. You know, I mentioned earlier about our relationship.
Jamie says, man, I wish I had cable antenna.
He does
Sucks.
to develop kind of the whole person. And then earlier we talked to, you know, Michigan State. We talked about Josh Butler and what Mark D'Antonio has meant to them. Both Clawson and D'Antonio have done a nice job with.
Sorry about
both
that.
these
My phone
programs in
just
that
dropped
regard.
again.
Lewerke trying to hustle forward. Not much there as Deion Burgett is there for the stop. It's interesting to see where these programs are. Michigan State was in the Cotton Bowl in the playoff just 4 seasons ago. They've gone 26-24 since then. Obviously, some restlessness.
13 minutes left in the third quarter, 21-20.
And they've had
Wake
seasons like
Forest
this
up
and
by
quickly
1.
turn things
Both
around.
teams
That's the
have
hope
3
for
timeouts
Michigan State
remaining.
going
And they
forward.
were off to a fast start. You know, they started out 4-1.
Michigan
and then they hit
State
teams like Ohio
still
State,
with the
Wisconsin,
still with
and,
the football.
You know, they can get it back on
Ball
track.
at
This is a
midfield.
statement game for them in recruiting, you know, for everything. This is the only game on right now. Converting on plays like this on this third down They're going to be important if they're going to try to get a win
just a
today.
yard
Collins
short.
got stopped about a yard shy by Amari Henderson. 4th down and 1 in plus territory, Matt.
And I'm thinking they're going for it. You know, I'm surprised they're even hesitating. This is a team that, you know, we mentioned since from 2013 to 2015, they were 36-5. They're a team like a powerhouse team.
25 seconds left on the clock.
And so I expect to see a little bit more attitude.
All right,
I'm surprised
looks like they are
waited
going for
so
it.
long to just wonder if you're going to go for it in 4th and 6 inches.
12 minutes remaining in the
4th
third.
and short, they're lining up in the gun with Lewerke.
4th and 1.
Little option play, trying to drive the
Lewerke
legs
looks like
forward.
he might have
The ball came
got
out
the
loose, but the line
first.
judge from the near side says he was down and seemingly past the sticks, and that's the case. It's
Yep,
a
first down.
Smenda and Williams charging in on.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty good play defensively. But again,
Davey
it's just
says
4th and
antennas
6
need to be
inches,
impeached from the
you know,
world.
Even if you do make a nice play, Williams makes the play there. It's just 4th and 6 inches. And again, sometimes it's just a statement by your head coach and by your play caller how long you decide if you're going to trust your guys and go for it in a 4th and short situation.
Appreciate that, Dwayne.
Brad Salem, the first-year play caller,
Oh,
10th year on
Lewerke has
staff at
15
Michigan
yards
State.
and a touchdown, not
Elijah
9.
Collins slips
Elijah
right.
Collins got a first down. Ball at the 30,
Henderson.
25, 20, 15.
Downs. Big gainer for the redshirt freshman from
And
Detroit.
ball at
31
the
yards.
13.
Huge gain, and I gotta believe
Yeah, ball
it's
at
just
the
right off
13-yard
heels
line, I
of that
believe.
4th down conversion. What that can do for your offensive line, the confidence. You know, the defense is taught, hey, win 3rd down, get off the field. Win 3rd down, get off the field. So when you convert on 4th down, you know, it's really just a kick in the stomach. And you see now the momentum that Michigan State has again in the red zone.
5 losses.
Instead of possibly punting 2 plays ago.
Right back to Collins. 2 of his
Collins
better
got
runs of the
about
day,
maybe
back
2
to back.
yards.
Boogie Basham on the stop at the 10-yard line. He only had 27
Ball
yards
at
on his
the
first
2.
dozen carries before he busted open that 31-yarder.
And you see Wake Forest.
Okay, it was a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
From the offense's left side.
Elijah Collins got 14 rushes,
we are gonna
averaging
fill all the
4.4,
gaps
61
here.
yards,
We are
no
not gonna
touchdown.
let you run this in. Priority number 1 is stopping the run. Once you stop the run, you got to be ready for some play action pass.
Play big. Dumps it off. Cody White.
Cody White with the
Trying to hit the
touchdown.
pylon. He's in. Touchdown Spartans, and they jump back out in front.
26-21.
Change to the Pinstripe Bowl.
That's a big drive.
Oh, yeah,
I think
Damian,
offensive coordinator
absolutely.
Brad Salem saw what I saw. They were biting on the run. He comes back with the play action, a naked bootleg. Clearly a touchdown. The official, the referee on this side, lost his footing and he went to the ground. That's why the hesitation on the touchdown call. But
All right, the
perfect
kick
play
is
call
up,
by Brad
and the
Salem.
kick
Well
is
executed by
good.
Michigan State, all set up by that 4th down.
Brad Salem
27-21.
hadn't called plays
Michigan
since he was
State
a head
up
coach
by
at Division II
6.
Augustana in South Dakota.
10-11
10 years
remaining.
ago. They went.
All right, I got to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate you guys all for being patient. Appreciate the 36 in the building. Can we get those thumbs up? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Smash that notification bell. Set it to all so we can get the stream out and you can get notified when we go live. What's going on, Aaron Bishop? How's it going? Appreciate you for coming up. Says, let's go Michigan State. I got money up. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. West Branch Ball says 12-2 in 2015. I appreciate that, Aaron. Says, thanks, man. I dropped a like. Appreciate that. So after the Michigan State and Wake Forest, I'll be doing the USC and Iowa game. Then tomorrow, we got a triple header. We got Penn State and Memphis, followed by LSU and Oklahoma. And to cap off the night, we got the Pistons and Spurs. Then we got another triple header on Sunday. I'm doing all 3 games for the NFL. Wake Forest, I got money on it. Welcome to the stream, Anthony Bailey. Appreciate you for coming on. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas as well. Oh, appreciate that, West Branch Ball. Says I'll be here for the Pistons and Spurs game. Dwayne says okay. When I sneak back into this cipher, I'm gonna get the police if I haven't seen that you guys. Same to you. Thanks, bro. Same to you. Appreciate that, Anthony. Dwayne says thumbs up. Looks like the Spurs going to have another L. Hopefully. West Branch Brawl says, who disliked this? All right, we got the game audio back. Wake Forest to the 30,
across the
35.
Well, Adam, let's take a look at who's making smart decisions.
Oh, got to mute the copyright music real quick. Doing this game break stuff. Michigan better body up. Man, no cap.
Lewerke makes it look easy. Speaking of Nerd Wallet, Brian Lewerke, an econ major, got to go to the New York Stock Exchange yesterday.
Yep.
Said it was the highlight of his trip.
Underneath throw to Stephen Claude for about 9 on the play. That was one of the cool moments. You get to go to the stock exchange and ring the bell. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I thought it was awesome. Dave Clawson said over half of his team had never even been to New York
second and
City.
1.
Yeah. Now they get to come here and they get a first-class visit, trip,
Wake Forest got the first
down.
down.
All the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Really
GRIDIRON
cool that
says,
these
why
kids
is
get this opportunity.
why is no cap even a
Having
thing?
played in bowl games, it is a really nice thing you get to do. And obviously for the program, you get to stack all these extra practices. It's like an extra spring football for your program.
Newman underthrown to Kendall Hinton, who has one of the touchdown grabs today.
And it's really interesting, like, what's the highlight of your bowl week? I get to go to the New York Stock Exchange.
Very Nerd Wallet thing to say,
well,
but yeah, you respect it, man. I respect it. These kids are 22 years old.
Oh.
As you mentioned, the stock market was way up. 105, the Dow Jones yesterday up 105. Incomplete for Hinton. Jamie Newman, all he can do is smile. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Dave Clawson's offense.
It's a smile, but it's not really a smile. It's like, come on, man, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time to step up.
Spartan marching
5
band
beat
is
changes.
letting
Michigan
be
say just
heard
went up.
today.
It's our turn to answer the bell.
I see what you did there. Newman with protection.
They got a
couple
flag.
of flags are thrown, one from the offensive backfield and one from the defensive. Kendall Hinton, beg your pardon, Stephen Claude made the grab. We'll have to check both of these markers here.
J.B. Newman went right back to his guy, Kendall Hinton.
Why
I used to do that too.
football
After a
series,
wide receiver would drop a pass,
darn YouTube.
I'd go right back to him. But I think it might have been Claude.
Yeah, it was Claude. That was my fault.
West Branch Ball says go green.
Personal foul. Shot block number 79 and number 36 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and still third down.
Well, that's the second
chop block,
right?
Yeah,
We got a chop block on
uncharacteristic. When I
Michigan
think of the
State.
Dave Clawson team, I think
Cost
of a team
us,
that doesn't get
team
penalized
15
very
yards.
often. That's just an accidental type thing that happens there.
It's a lot of it is timing, it feels like, right? You can't go high or low on a guy who's already engaged, or you can't go low on a guy who's already engaged.
Exactly. You can't go low on a guy that's already engaged. And, you could maybe argue that that guy wasn't already engaged there. But in an effort for player health and safety, I think they err on the side of caution with that penalty flag.
Sets him back to third down and a quarter of the field. McGinn and Carney were tagged on that last penalty.
3rd and 25.
3rd and 25 is not where you want to be as a play caller.
And correction, that was on Wake Forest. The 15-yard
what's
penalty.
worse than 3rd and 25?
Is it 3rd and 30?
Game by number 12 of the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still third down.
Make it 3rd and
That's the second
20.
time tonight that you've been accurate.
I feel
I'm
like
sorry.
it's probably the only 2 times
Third
I've been accurate, in all
and
honesty. But
30.
so now Jamie Newton's lining it up. Go ahead and get the signals once again.
These signalers are elite.
They're on top of it,
They're
man.
working. I've been a backup quarterback where I've not been playing in the game, and your job as a signaler is just as important as the guys on the field sometimes.
See if Newman can take a shot.
Newman has all day, and he takes off.
Weave his way.
Ball to the 40-yard line.
So Wake Forest will have to punt it away. Don't forget that Monday we've got the Capital.
Interviews were awesome.
He's one of the truly poised young men we've seen. Kid who was at Arizona State.
All right, Wake Forest
transferred in,
punts
had
it.
that brutal neck injury that could have ended his career, and bounced back to become one of the elite QBs in the ACC.
Ball, I believe, is at
Michigan
the
State's got a 6-point
27-yard
lead
line.
and the football on what is a beautiful night, a mild night in late December here in the Bronx.
I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as this game resumes, I do resume the audio. Appreciate you guys for being patient. We got 45 in the building. Appreciate you guys all. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Give this stream a thumbs up so YouTube can put this stream out. And also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Smash that notification bell. Because after this stream, I'll be doing the USC and Iowa game. Mars Landing, what is going on, brother? How's it going? Says that quarterback for Wake Forest is going to be good. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Wake Forest quarterback. Not a whole lot. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas to you and your family. Damian says Bears need that Wake Forest bad because Trubisky and Chase Daniels sucks. West Branch Ball says that 3rd and goal also, so it was that bad. Quarterback, I mean, LOL. Mars says I'm a State fan all the way, but I appreciate good talent players. Absolutely, Mars.
during his press conference, he was saying 65% of Wake alumni are within driving distance to New York City. So actually got a decent amount of Wake fans that made the trip. Michigan State fans as well. Great trip here in the month of December around Christmas time. Brian Lewerke starts this series with a quick strike to his tight end Parks Gissinger. First career catch for the redshirt freshman from Los Angeles.
And a high completion percentage
Louisiana Tech,
offense
third and
is
goal,
Michigan State.
third
You know, they
and
like to get the
93
drive
versus
started.
Mississippi
They like to throw the
State.
ball on first down. They like to get completions. That's their 8th first down pass attempt. You know, for a team that's trying to establish the run, because they've struggled running the ball.
Is it really third and 93 West Branch ball?
And you know, they've started.
That's insane.
Left tackle.
Yep.
Never seen
You know,
third and
like
goal
that. You can use
when
that
it's
short
third and
passing
93.
game as an extension of your running game just to get it going.
This was Mark D'Antonio's worst rushing offense in terms of yards per game. Only 123
absolutely,
rushing
the
yards per
Gridiron
game, the
Blitz.
lowest in the 13 years under Mark D'Antonio. Here's a jet
My
sweep
back
for Anthony
and my
Williams,
knees.
trying to get the speedster on the sideline, and he gets wrapped up shy of the sticks. Ryan Smendo was there, so was Ja'Cory Johns.
Yeah, Wake Forest was ready for it this time. Schmenda.
Oh, that was
it's
last
a
year?
jet sweep, but it's a jet sweep with a lead blocker. That
Yeah,
time
third
it was
and 93,
Brandon
that
Wright,
is insane.
Big freshman. He's a bigger tailback type guy, but he was the lead blocker. So yes, it's a jet sweep, but these linebackers
All right,
are
it's fourth
taught.
and 1.
Look for the uncovered lineman, look for the fullback, and chase those guys. You'll
Looking
find
like
the football.
Michigan State is set to punt.
So they went for it on 4th down and short in plus territory, but here, just shy of the 38-yard line, they'll punt it away on 4th down. 4th 3 and out for the Spartans, and Hartbarger with a good boomer to get it inside the 20-yard line. This is my favorite promo of the night. Let's take a look at who.
Looks like it is going to be at the 16-yard line. And I do have to mute the game audio for this copywritten music. Brandon Wallace says, go green. Damian says, Bears also need Ron Rivera back. West Branch Ball says, go white.
Came out of nowhere 2 years
Yeah,
ago
so
with
for
his
those
first
of you
start
that are new, I used to do,
against NC
up
State.
until yesterday, I used to
really
do
good
YouTube
football. He
on
played
the
good
edge of my
football tonight
bed.
as well.
So my back and
Running
knees
with
used to
Kenneth
kill
Walker
doing all the
here
games I
for a couple
have
of
done
yards.
so far. Christian
Get
Ridley
shot out
says,
one more
go
time, Sarah
Spartans.
Hasselbeck. Happy
So
Welcome
I'll
to
just
the
tell you,
stream,
it's my wife's
Christian.
birthday today. We're here at the Pinstripe Bowl.
Hopefully
and
you
our
had a
hotel
very
was
Merry
right around
Christmas.
the corner from the
Aaron
Peloton
says, go
Studios.
green,
You know,
go.
the Peloton, the exercise bike, obviously, we have one at home. We use it religiously. And she said, hey, you want to get up really early with our daughter and go to a Peloton?
Which sounds really appealing when you put it that way.
I was into it until I found out it was a 45-minute.
Oh, Wake Forest
Newman
with the
a
first
strike past
down.
the sticks. That's good enough for a first down to Ja'Cory Roberson, the redshirt sophomore. Well, there is an injured Spartan down on the field.
Uh-oh, we got injured Spartan.
Looks like Jacob Slay. Nope, I beg your pardon. That is Jacob Panashuk, the junior out of Roselle, Illinois.
The guy who hit the
He's already
tip
had a
pass
big tip
that,
today in this game. Did he do a pick six?
that led to a pick six to his brother. Oh. What's going on, MonStar Sports and Entertainment? Says hi, everyone. For those of you that are new to the stream, MonStar Sports and Entertainment, MonStar Molly is going to be doing the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the New Jersey Devils today, and they are doing something new. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. So if you enjoy hockey, definitely go over there, give them a subscribe. I believe they have their stream up, so they can so you can give their video a thumbs up and a notification bell ring for when they go live. You'll be notified on that video. West Branch Ball says somewhere in North Carolina is where Wake Forest is at. Aaron says awesome. Joshua Hunter, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. says, I got money on Wake Forest, but my 11,000 parlay is on Michigan State. Brendan Wallace says Wake Forest is going to lose. Mars Landing says, I've been watching some hockey too. I still need to learn all the rules. Ooh, that might be a good match. Conor McGregor versus Cowboy. Wake Forest is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Appreciate that, West Branch Ball. Damien says, I wouldn't be surprised if this game went into overtime. That would be awesome.
Episode 1 streaming
All
now
right,
on
we're back.
ESPN Plus. Worth the subscription alone. Kenneth Walker got a power ahead.
Got back to the line.
Got back to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Willikis there on the stop. Benasha got to leave the field.
Brendan Wallace,
Brother Jacob's still out there.
absolutely. I definitely love the
Send it to
NFL.
Walker on the sideline again.
Actually, I'll be doing 3
Space.
streams
And
on
the
Sunday.
Michigan State defense swarms him at the
I'll be doing
29.
1 o'clock,
Third down
4
coming
o'clock,
up
and
for Wake Forest.
Sunday night.
It's kind of weird to see Wake Forest go so slow.
Yeah.
You know, when I think of Wake Forest football, I think of the fastest tempo in college football, and I see them go slow.
MonStar says Molly
It
is
almost takes them
about
out of their
sports,
rhythm.
or is about sports
Goal is
fanatic.
about 90 a game.
Funsies,
They average 82
laid back,
plays
chill,
per game.
out with you guys. Watch the
Low
game, not
throw,
so serious,
incomplete,
laid back
trying to find
form.
Roberson. That was the 49th
Brandon Wallace says
play
49ers
of the game
or
for
Seattle.
Wake Forest. In fact, Michigan State has one more plays than Wake in this game.
That's
Yeah,
going to
which
be
is
an
really
interesting game,
surprising.
especially
You gotta
if
give Michigan
Beast
State
Mode's going to,
Antonio some credit.
hopefully Beast Mode
You know,
plays.
They do a nice job of kind of taking away your first
but
option.
that's gonna
Kendall
be
Hinton
a
had
huge
70
game.
catches coming into this game. He's got 1 tonight. Jamie Newman completes a high percentage of his passes usually. He's down well under 50%.
Absolutely, Mars says hockey is like a mix of football, basketball, and soccer on ice wrapped in one game.
Another good one inside the 20 for Sowers. It's the first man miss, and we'll
All right, looks like the ball's at the 25.
25-yard line. We talked about Mark D'Antonio the last few years, ever since that Cotton Bowl playoff loss
Wow.
to Nick Saban in Alabama.
Mark D'Antoni,
numbers have been great.
2007 to 2015, 72.5% win percentage. From 2016 to 2019, 52%.
I really appreciated how much he cared for the 21
Big Ten percentage
seniors
is at
on the team. What a
47.2
game like
right now.
this means to the program, but also what it means
But
to the
prior it was
seniors.
like
And I don't care who you are. I
73%.
don't care if you're Nick Saban. I really don't care who you are. If you start 7 different people at left tackle and 2 true freshmen running backs,
I mean,
and
it
a
could
redshirt
be a
freshman,
RC.
it's going to be hard to have the kind of season you expect to have when the season starts.
Wide open man.
Oh
Jalen
my
Taylor
goodness,
near
wide
side.
open.
Able to corral it.
Got
shot
it.
Midfield. We'll spot him right near the 44.
And this is close.
Ball at the 44.
This is a, a really close one right here. This is a huge play. Could have been more. Could have been more, but Naylor, securing that catch was everything. Getting back to
D'Antonio is a great coach, but I don't think he's had the same
talking about
talent.
the seniors and the senior leadership.
Yeah.
Talking to guys like Kenny Willikis and talking to Brian Lewerke, just really get the sense that these guys understand
got
that
a
a
spin
game
move.
like this is
Got the
bigger than
first
just
down.
that. It's about the Michigan State program in general.
White with the first down.
It's easy to see both sides of the equation. Oh, well, they haven't had a whole lot of success as of late, but before that, they went to the playoffs.
I got
How do you
Clemson
evaluate
over
this
Ohio.
Team? They went 7-6 in 2012, and that included that bowl win in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, and then they won those 36 games over
Jim
the next
Harbaugh
3
is
years. That's what a lot
overrated.
of coaches will tell you. The
I
value
do
of these
think
bowl
that
games
as well, and I'm a
is
Michigan Wolverine
exponentially
fan.
bigger and bigger with all those practices that you get. They work it to Anthony
All right,
Williams
ball's
here.
at the
Another
30.
first down near the
Got a
30-yard
first
line.
down by Williams
I also think
Jr.
the Big Ten was strong this year.
Yeah, great point.
I mean, obviously Ohio State, Wisconsin, Michigan, but Minnesota was
You
a
know,
good
the
team
big
this
games,
year. Penn
Jim
State's a good
Harbaugh
team.
doesn't win, and the games that he's supposed to win, he does win.
I think getting a win here tonight for Michigan State would be huge for this program, especially the kind of year that they have. Getting like 7-6, just
It sounds better, it feels better than 6 and 7. It just does, and any coach will tell you that.
and any recruit will tell you that as well.
Yeah.
We had the early signing day. There's another signing day coming up. I just think
At
that that's a
Clemson
factor here.
versus
You
LSU,
could sense it yesterday
Tiger Bowl
in our time, not only with the coaches,
for the
but
national
also with the players.
championship. Hey, that'd be
It's
an
senior
awesome
leadership. I can't say it
championship
enough,
game.
You know, just how impressed I was with the guys.
I got
that I met on
Alabama
this football
40
team.
to 13.
Here's a reverse.
RC, I got them at 55 to 13. Alabama losing, or Alabama winning. I'm sorry.
He had Larice Nelson streaking down the sideline. Cody White unable to connect. That's the third career pass for White.
And he's going to kick himself if he ever watches this film, because he's got Jalen Naylor wide open from the get-go. No one near him. Like, absolutely no one near him. He's out in center field all by himself.
Yeah, it was out of the 408 marker waiting for a ball.
Hey, missed opportunity there for Michigan State. Excellent play call. Just
Clemson
couldn't
coach
get
is
it
better.
timed up
Absolutely,
from
Mars.
Wide receiver to wide receiver.
Out of the empty set on
All
third
right.
down. Lewerke
Oh!
intercepted off the hands of Collins. It's intercepted for Wake Forest.
Oh,
by
my
Schmidt.
goodness.
He lost the ball and Benson was there to
Intercepted
recover.
by
It's
Wake
football.
Forest.
A key mistake for Lewerke, and that's been his season. We've seen a ton of good, but at times some rough spots, in particular with the interceptions.
This has been Michigan State's season, story of their
Chikori,
season. Missed
hopefully I said
opportunity
your name
to
correctly.
play before, and then
It
tips it
says
over to him.
Buckeyes
Gotta
all
get
day.
those. That was Schmenda on the interception. The trick play should have been a touchdown. Instead, they go with the check down, what you
Welcome
think
back,
is more conservative.
Fun NBA.
Leads to an interception. Again, no
Clemson
points
got
for
this as
Michigan
Mars.
State. Man, that is a tough sequence, because
Yeah.
the reverse pass was such a perfect play call. And then your quarterback thinking that you're doing the conservative thing, just checking it down, leads to an interception. That is tough.
First career pick for Schmenda. And now Jamie Newman back to work. Running it on first down. Takes it to the 25-yard line. Jamie Newman left the season finale at Syracuse in the second quarter as he was banged up with a leg injury. They gave him a couple of weeks off for practice. He was raring to go, chomping at the bit to get back at the helm of this offense. Sam Hartman did a nice job filling in a couple of times for an injured Jamie Newman in relief. Had a start earlier this year against Louisville.
Yeah, I think
Brennan
Wake Forest
says
does a nice
LSU
job of
for
developing
it all.
quarterbacks. Jamie Newman obviously is a special player, but Sam Hartman, I like him as a player. When he's played, he's a very different style of quarterback. A little smaller, probably a little bit more accurate of a passer. Not the
Oh, we
runner
got the
that
first down,
Jamie
I believe,
Newman
on the
is.
extra
Obviously,
push.
Picks up the first
the
down.
entire
Wake Forest with the
huddle
first
with him,
down
Mark Bavaro
by their
style on
quarterback.
that third down run.
Solid Bavaro reference there as well.
But I
Yep, they got
really
the first
have been
down by
impressed
Newman.
with how they've developed players at the quarterback position here.
Third 100-yard rushing game of the season. Boston College, Duke, and now Michigan State. That's for Jamie Newman. Jumping with the pass. Donovan Green kind of pushed off his defender. It ends up being an incomplete pass.
Scott,
anyway.
what are you doing?
Well, you can talk a little bit more about the development of Jamie Newman.
So impressed with this
Yeah,
guy.
that
Spoke to him
quarterback
this
is doing
week, and
everything.
Matt, you
Wake
mentioned he's running
Forest.
around making plays like Cam
Hey,
Newton,
my
one of
hat
his
is
favorite
out to
quarterbacks,
you
Deshaun
guys
Watson.
because
He worked
y'all
with him
came
at
to
camp.
ball.
Watson was around
Y'all
a
came
ton
to
of
play.
college kids. He was so impressed with his leadership, how vocal he was, and his attention to detail. It upped the ante this offseason for Jamie Newman, and the proof is in the pudding. This kid's a stud. Big-time future.
Fishy
Rolling
Essential
right.
says, let's go green.
Underneath throw, incomplete. Trying to find Donovan Green. Now, obviously, we were talking about recruiting and development and things like that. Tom Luganville, who does a fantastic job for us, especially on the recruiting trail, was texting with us earlier today, and he was saying, listen, if Jamie Newman, more people took notice of this guy, he would be in a bigger program, but he's going to play in the NFL for a long time. He would have been an All-American at maybe a more I guess a bigger
Newman.
score for lack of a better term.
Got the first down ball
And it
at
is
the
good for a
39.
reception near the 40-yard line. A.T. Perry with his 4th career grab for 29 yards.
Well, this is that same formation. 4 receivers on one side. Give me an isolation on the other side. They go to the tall receiver. It ends up being a back shoulder throw.
Brennan,
Again,
I am
these are the
a
safe
Detroit
Surratt
Lions
plays
fan,
that
but
younger
I do
receivers
like
are
good
having to step
football.
up and run in his absence.
Newman in a collapsing pocket, just trying to
Like,
hold
right
on
now,
to
I
the
think
football.
that
End up taking a loss on the play.
you know,
and
Baltimore
maintained it to
Ravens
the end
are
of the
one of
third
the
quarter.
best
Beasley
teams
and Kenny
this year,
Willekes off the edges were there to wrap up Newman.
Yeah,
offensively
Jamie Newman was
and
up over
defensively,
100
which
yards
is
rushing.
scary.
I don't know if that goes against his average there, but
Yeah, it does. He's under 100 now at 97.
but an impressive runner, a developing passer with a bright future. You know, and Dave Clausen just
All right,
trusts him
that
in
looks
these
like
big
it's the end of
situations.
3. It is 21-27. I do have to mute the game audio for commercials and copywritten music, but as soon as the game resumes, we do resume the game audio. Appreciate the 46th in the building. Hopefully we get those thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Smash that notification bell, because after this game, I will be setting up for the USC Trojans versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. I think Lamar Jackson's going to be the MVP. What he's done has been truly amazing. We haven't seen Lamar Jackson since Michael Vick. And, I mean, I can't compare the two together, because obviously Michael Vick is Michael Vick and, you know, Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. But what we've seen this year, you know, he's been doing some phenomenal things. And plus, you know, Lamar Jackson doing what he's doing right now, being able to throw the ball, run with the ball, and his field vision, you know, being so young, it's truly amazing. I appreciate that, Justin Hunter. You know, here at the Sports Movement Network, we try to, bring you good content. There's also, you know, other YouTubers out there that have the same mentality, and truly appreciate all those people as well. But my channel is really based on basketball, but I do enjoy football. You know, so I do football, college and pros, and basketball, college and pros. And we're going to have some fun this year. Yeah, I think so too, Mars. Yep, exactly what I was thinking when I first seen Newman. I was like, you know, what he's doing kind of reminds me of Russell Wilson, but he is a bigger body. You know, it can throw it too. So I'm like, that's a nice dual threat type of quarterback. Seahawks and Ravens going to play in the Super Bowl. It would make the Super Bowl more exciting and more interesting, especially with all the Wilson and Jackson MVP talk. That could be very true, Damien. Yep, he got a strong arm, says Mars. Absolutely.
Team up by 6.
Yeah, that's called stretching too, Adam. You might want to look into it.
Nah, I was just, my back stiffening up a little bit, man.
Hey, this has been an awesome night.
Awesome.
The Yankee Stadium is as advertised.
Lamar
If you haven't seen a game here, you got to do
together
it.
would
A
be
football
definitely
game, a hockey
win
game, a baseball game,
the Super Bowl.
whatever. This is a really cool venue, and what an incredible night. In
It's
December,
only his
late
second
December.
year.
Yeah, awesome. Rangers have played here a
And
couple
he
of times
has improved
in a
so
week.
much since his
Played
first
Devils
season.
and the
He said
Islanders here in the
at
Stadium
the beginning of the
Series.
year he could not throw
Newman
a spiral.
underneath. Thought that was
Oh,
almost
wow.
a pick for Thompson. That would have been a huge swing right there. Instead, 3rd down and long coming up.
Well, Tyree Thompson subbing in for Joe Bocci. He's now the man in the middle. He's a thumper. Great 1st and 2nd down linebacker. He'll
Fun
hit
NBA
ya.
toys. I will say this: if it ain't a Detroit party, there ain't no party, because the Detroit party don't stop.
It looks at home, I got to tell you, but that's a nice play by the defender.
You mentioned it. Joe Bocci was declared ineligible after 8 starts this season for testing positive for what the Big Ten deemed a performance-enhancing substance. He is not with the team as he prepares for the next chapter of his career. They'll run it here with Carney on 4th and long. They work it to the 38. Still about 8 yards to go on 4th down, so they're going to keep the offense out of the field.
And this fast tempo is so impressive. Michigan State.
Yeah, I think they're forced to take a timeout, man.
Exactly.
So a little bit more time to think about what to call on 4th and 8.
Media timeout.
All right, there is a media timeout. Damian, I am going to say that is hashtag truth. The Lions are poop.
Daddy, I just show was over.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. RC says Lions will beat the Packers. I hope not. I hope the Packers destroy us. And the Redskins also win. Because if that can happen, the Detroit Lions will have the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. And at some point in our lives, we have got to have a win somewhere. Since we can't win on the football field. Abdul Terrell says, hey, little Miss Troxel.
Huh? Why are you talking about me? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, one of my friends says hi.
I'm not saying hi.
What's going on, Barry? Says Packers. Appreciate you for coming into the building. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. The Red Wings are on pace to get the first overall pick. But, you know, the Pistons, I mean, that's our only hope, really, for anything important. But, you know, making the playoffs and, you know, not get into a Eastern Conference Finals and things like that. I mean, is it really, you know, I mean, I guess you got to take the moral win somewhere. But, I mean, for me, if you ain't competing for a championship, you got a lot of work to do. Okay, so Damien, who would you cheer for in a Cheesehead versus Leo's? All right, we are back.
It should continue to be commended as well. 4th down and 8 for Wake Forest inside the 40 of Michigan State. Newman, he's got one-on-one. Receiver with separation in Green, but it's incomplete.
If Green was a little faster, that was a touchdown all day for Wake Forest. Oh, there's a flag on the play, 14-29.
Hands to the face by number 79 of the offense. The penalties declined. His first down.
Sean McGinn on the penalty.
Penalty is declined for hands to the face.
That's disappointing. Penalty,
Media
but it's a
timeouts
great
are
play
stupid.
call. You can tell they love this Donovan
What in the
Green
world
kid.
is
They
a media
love his
timeout?
ability.
Like,
They love his upside.
are you out
Had
there
an
going out there
opportunity for
and
it.
busting
This is
your
a guy
tails
they-
off? No.
they got
What do you
in the
need a
recruiting war
timeout
with
for?
Notre Dame and Tennessee and South Carolina. He chose Wake Forest. He's got a bright future. That would have been a huge answer on 4th down, but Jamie Newman just didn't give him enough air on that. Completing only 42% of his passes tonight is Newman, and that's an area where I really feel like he needs to improve and develop as a passer. But he's got a bright future. He just needs to fine-tune some of those things. He can't miss the gimmies like that one.
Elijah Collins to start.
Collins
this
got the first
drive. He
down.
runs it for a first down out near midfield. Brian Lewerke with his team up by 6 going back to work. We talked about it. He was aware where his name is in the record books. One of the 2 that he pointed out to us immediately was the total offense mark. He wanted to pass Connor Cook. Sure enough, he's done that today. The most career
You know, I
total
actually got
yards
a
in
nickname
Spartan
just for
history.
everyone in the NFC North,
He's got
including
19
us.
completions. He's 9 shy of Kirk Cousins' mark for that all-time at MSU. Jalen Naylor got grabbed at the ankles by Trey Rucker, but a good gain on first down. Picks up 6.
Yeah, it's impressive, and Lewerke's
Yeah, that's
smart
true.
guy. You know, real cerebral. You sat down at the meeting.
Like,
It
I got
almost
the
felt like you were
Leos,
talking to the offensive
well, I should say the
when he
Leo
first sat
bubbles
down.
for the Lions.
And
I got the
you know, I'm
Cubs
happy
for the
him. Yeah, this is a kid that's
Bears.
had the ups and downs of the career. People have been tough
Oh,
on
we
him
got
because of the interceptions
offsides
late in the season.
or
He's a
encroachment
23-year-old
on the
kid with
defense.
12,000 passing yards. It's impressive.
I got the
Tyler Williams was in the
cheese
neutral
whiz
zone
for
there.
Packers.
Offsides by number 72 of the defense with contact. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still 2nd down.
Let's check in with Paul
And
Kirkatera
then
down the field.
I got for
Earlier in the
Vikings
game,
is
we
Mike
saw
Queens.
Trenton Gillison with a huge catch for over 40 yards. While number 88, the freshman, has been limping. He missed the last few series. He's on the field right now, guys, but there's no way he's 100%. He can barely run at full speed. And Max Rosendahl, their starting fullback, he's on crutches. He's done for the day.
Thanks for that, Paul. Anthony Williams, the speedster.
Michigan State Spartans fullback is on crutches and is
so again,
done.
who did we just talk about? A tight end and a fullback tight end. When they're coming
Prayers
in
out
already
to him.
2 tight
Hopefully he
ends
has
short.
a
So this
speedy
is a
recovery.
very thin position for Michigan State's offense now.
Yeah, it really is, and that's the thing. You got to kind of suck it up and fight through injuries sometimes as an injured player.
Hey, that's
Lewerke
true.
on the
Well,
speed,
no, we
picks
have
up a first
offense.
down.
We just don't have
And
defense.
that's what Gillison's doing. Again, the quarterback sneak, you know, the element of surprise, just getting up there with tempo. And Anthony Williams as well. Like, Gillison's toughing it out for guys like Anthony Williams to make some plays. Like, they've got some big playability guys in this football game. Just need some opportunities. Michigan State knocking on the door of the red zone here. They see these safeties really shallow. They're looking to the sideline for a new signal for the play. Tight end Gillison's coming in to block. They're going with a 7-man protection. They see something they like downfield.
He's got time. He's got a man. It's White.
Oh,
First
White.
down inside the 15-yard line. Now White limping a little bit after the play.
And that's really
White's
what they
trying to
see. They
stretch
just see
well
a
after that
four-cross
play.
coverage, and they realize they're going to get free access
Absolutely,
outside. They
Gridiron
take the
Blitz is
comeback
the
that they
money
started
time.
this
We are
half
in
with.
the fourth quarter.
Michigan State with another
12:15
drive, 10 plays or
remaining in
more,
the game.
kind of methodically
27
marching
Michigan
this
State to
football
Wake
down the
Forest
field.
21.
And the nice benefit of this, if you talk about complementary
And the
football
Spartans
for
are in
Coach D'Antonio,
the red zone.
his
It
defense
is
is
first
on
and
the
10.
bench,
Yep.
resting against one of the fastest tempo offenses. They get to watch their offense go to work.
Wiki.
On the rollout. Fires towards the back of the end zone for White. Incomplete.
And I believe he might have been
Past the line of scrimmage?
Incomplete.
Absolutely.
He was past the
We
line
didn't
of
see a
scrimmage.
flag
There
thrown,
is
but
a
It
flag.
looked like he threw the ball from about the 10. The line of scrimmage was the 11.
Well, he was rounding third base.
Yeah, exactly.
It was actually the official on this side of the field that throws the flag. They go with a rollout. It's just a 1-2-3 read. He goes 1-2-3. No one's really open.
Looked like it looked like he was inside the 11. The ball and the body have to be past the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
An illegal forward pass by
Yep.
number 14 of the offense. He was beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. It's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. It's second down.
That
You
hurts.
said it, the field
The
judge on the near
loss of
side was the man
down
who made the call.
hurts.
Dave Clausen was standing right next to the field judge. And that ends up being not only the loss of the down, but the loss of yardage as well.
And I got to tell you, from being on sidelines for many
Hey,
years,
West
the
Branch
art
Roll,
of
that's hashtag
working the
truth.
officials by head coaches.
The Packers
is
are the
very
Patriots of the
fascinating
NFC
to me.
North.
You know, some guys
Or
are
of
hard
the
on the
NFC.
officials. Some guys kind of butter them up early in the game, talk to them like they're friends. Clearly, Dave Clausen on that, standing next to that official right there, had some sort of influence on that flag being thrown.
Cooper Castleberry in his final game as a football official here today.
The
Leading
foul
this group.
puts the ball at the 15-yard line. It's second down.
All right, ball's at
Congratulations
the
on a
15.
great career, Cooper Castleberry.
And congratulations on a great name, too.
Awesome name, solid. Official out of the Big 12 Conference. Lewerke fakes the jet sweep. Little shovel to Gillison, who's been very impactful today. But that ball may have come out loose.
Wake Forest
Sure
with the
enough, it
football.
did. Jaquez Williams.
Oh
coming
my
up with a
goodness,
huge
are
win for
you
Wake
kidding
Forest in a
me?
6-point game.
I was just about to say situational football. Look at the score. You got to.
I most definitely need a soundboard for that one.
Jaquez Williams, who's in
Because
for
I'm
Justin
gonna do one.
Strnad, comes up, steps up with a huge play for this Wake Forest defense. We mentioned that Gillison was not 100% healthy. He's trying to suck it up for his team.
Oh, we got copyrighted music, so I do got to mute the game audio. Soon as the game kicks back off, I'll definitely be bringing back the game audio. Appreciate the 54 in the building. You guys are truly amazing. Appreciate you for being patient as well. For those of you that are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, smash that notification bell, set it to all, because after this game, I will definitely be doing the USC Trojans versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. And then tomorrow we got Memphis and... Hold on, let me see exactly. We got Memphis and... All right, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll be doing Memphis and Penn State, Oklahoma and LSU, Pistons and Spurs. And tonight is going to be the USC Trojans at Iowa. And then Sunday I'll be doing 3 NFL games. And then Monday will be the Pistons and Jazz, but I might be adding more games to the Pistons and Jazz on Monday. So hopefully we have fun. And we're going to be doing a whole lot of things on this channel. Bringing college sports and pros.
They've been much better this season, and they come up with a clutch turnover here.
Yeah, they've been a takeaway machine on defense. Came into this game 12th in the country. They've got 2 takeaways tonight, back-to-back possessions.
And now, as you said, Matt, trying to do something with it. They run for 9 yards with Kenneth Walker, who got hit hard by Josiah Scott.
Yeah, these true freshmen playing in this. I mean, to think these guys, some of these true freshmen, they were playing high school football last year on Friday night.
They're probably right now, this time last year, they're probably playing high school basketball.
It was kind of a late hit, actually. Yeah. In the NFL, that's going to be a flag.
Yeah, Willikis was
I would think in college that's going to be a flag as well. It looks like he's
25 is still down for Wake Forest.
Shoulder.
Christian Beal-Smith was essentially the number 2 running back, but he was suspended late
Kenneth
in the
Walker
regular
the
season.
third.
So Kenneth Walker
is still
stepped up in
down.
a big way. Really, Walker's been the #2 guy most of the year, but it's a much thinner running back group late in the year than it was midway through.
All right, we got a media timeout. Least favorite team got to be the what do you call it? The Packers. It's between the Packers and the Cowboys. Mars Landing says Cowboys or Green Bay. Absolutely. RC says Wes. I just don't see my Saints going to Lambeau and winning in January. We like it warm here. West Branch Ball says this Wisconsin cheese is the worst by Michigan cheese. Fishing Essential says fish is better than cheese. Damien says beer is better than cheese. Absolutely. West Branch Ball says Fago better made Verner's, Kellogg's, Jiffy's is what Michigan has. Wisconsin has cheese. Fishing Essential says LOL we have fish. West Branch Ball says all true. Deep dish pizza and coney dogs. Fun NBA Toys says this is my favorite channel. I appreciate that. Brandon Wallace says if you got in the NFL, who would you want to be drafted to? You know what? Give me the Detroit Lions. I know it's a career killer, but you know what? If you can win there, you be cemented in NFL history.
Oregon actually suffered a broken fibula, had to rehab and recover, but he was ready to go for the 2019 season. Juxtaposition here in terms of experience, the senior and the redshirt freshman.
Yeah, you asked Kenny, he said, hey, do you have any doubts about or any second thoughts about playing in the bowl game this year? Some guys skipped this game. He said, no, what are you talking about?
Colts.
Never. That's not who I am. These guys voted me captain. I would never walk out on them. Time for him and his defense to dig in, get another stop.
Wake Forest with second and short after the Walker run. It's Cade Carney.
Got a first down.
For a first down. It's an interesting thing to think about. It's become more of a discussion. More high-profile players who will have massive NFL futures are sitting out bowl games. And obviously, it's
got just under 11 minutes in the game.
But it's really fun to see when you hear a guy like Willikis say, "No, I'm a captain. I can't abandon my guys this late in my career."
Yeah, and I think every team's got their own DNA, their own personality. And this Michigan State team, kind of the personality of Kenny Willikis. I mean, he's a former walk-on turned Big Ten Defensive Lineman of the Year.
Jamie Newman looking deep for Claude, and it's incomplete. A penalty flag thrown all the way back near the line of scrimmage, though.
The ref got hit.
Took out one of the officials on the near side. Oh, no. That's the field judge. Hey,
and he committed to the
commit to it. I appreciate that from Randy Smith.
The defense lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty and replay first down.
Hey, props to you, Randy Smith, our field judge, who took the hit and still made the call.
Let's see what he's got here. Let's see if he's nimble. Pretty nimble.
Yep.
I would have liked to have seen a little more air time when he tries to jump up. I understand he's moving from his left to his right. Pretty athletic on the fall, though. I got to give him a little bit of credit. He stays in the game. Well done.
Part of this Big 12 crew. Hope you're all right down there, buddy. So the 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5. Newman on the keep. Still churning the legs, and they'll take it to the 26. Second down coming up. Dow and Thompson on the tackle.
And really for Wake Forest right now, I think you got to find a way to get Kendall Hinton involved. He's got only one catch tonight. You know, they missed Sage Surratt just a little bit. He caught over 1,000 yards worth of passes this season. Kendall Hinton stepped up, and there he is.
Right on
Got
cue.
a first down by Hinton.
The first
Hinton?
one was the first Newman pass of the day for that 29-yard touchdown that gave Wake Forest the early lead.
Yeah, and let's not pretend that, you know, just let's not forget about what he was in the return game as well.
Yeah, he's been
he had
very
the long return, he had the other one called back. I think 2 penalties on
What you
returns
think about the Saints
tonight.
working out
Kendall
Antonio
Hinton,
Brown?
the former quarterback.
He's
He
desperate.
could just get the ball in his hands. He can do something special with it.
Under pressure, Naquan Jones in the backfield to bring down
Jones
Newman.
with the sack.
First sack of the season for the Evanston, Illinois native.
Well, this is just, I mean, that's just like a man playing with boys, just right through the middle there. That is just a really tough look. As an offensive lineman, that is not what you're looking for, but you said it, Adam. Number 93, Naquan Jones. They list him at 338. Usually when they list you at 338, you weigh a lot more than 338. That was a big hit.
Right back to Hinton. He gets that lost yardage back and takes it to the 37, tackled by Dowell. Hinton had to step up huge, especially late in the year. He was banged up a little bit in the early part of the season, but remember, he had the game winner in the opener against Utah State, and with the Washington and Surratt injuries, he was their main target late in the year. 3rd down and 8. Newman stepping up, wrapped up by Willikis. The forward progress
gain of
to the
about a
38-yard line,
yard.
and it's 4th down.
We mentioned
4th and
Michigan
about
State
7,
had
I
to dig
think.
in on defense. That's the 4th drive in this 4th quarter. 0 points.
Yeah.
That's answering the bell when it's your turn to step on the field.
And Newman limping back towards the sideline, and what has been, as Matt aptly pointed out, a physical game between these 2 teams tonight.
8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
That's one of the things, and that's one of the reasons why I think Sam
What's
Hartman
going
is so
on,
important to
Tony?
this program, because
Appreciate you
knowing that
coming
you
out.
have Sam Hartman
Hopefully you
as
had a
your
very
backup
Merry
quarterback,
Christmas.
you can call these design runs.
That's another great punt by Maggio. Will it stick? It will!
Oh my goodness.
Sowers will grab it though smartly. What a heads-up play by the 6th-year senior. Takes
Oh,
it
there's
out
a flag
across
on the
the
play.
25,
Ball
but there is a
looks like at
penalty
the
marker
26 or
that gets thrown
27.
on the play.
But let's see what this flag is about.
That was a dynamite punt. And then Sowers made an even better play on it, but now we got a flag. Where's Pat McAfee?
You know,
when you
I
need him?
thought Pat was crazy, but the punt,
He's right.
It might be the most exciting play in football.
Oh, man.
An illegal block in the back by number 13 of the receiving team. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. And it's 1st down.
That hurts, though.
Half the
That is a
distance
heck
to
of a
the
punt, and that is
goal.
good for the brand. And there's something called the 4th down army. That's specialists, snappers, holders, kickers, and yes, returners are part of the 4th down army. And this is a heck of a play by Brandon Sowers. Heads up play by the senior. Saved a lot of yardage there. Obviously the penalty on the illegal block.
On Marcel Lewis.
Not ideal, not what you're looking for. Got to learn from those, got to get coached up. Something that coaches would always say that I always appreciated. I don't care if you make a mistake, just don't make the same mistake twice.
So now backed up to their own 10. The Spartans start this drive with a run from Collins. Slipped a couple tackles. Tyler
Collins
Williams
looks
was
like
in the
to be at
backfield,
the
but
15.
he was begging for a penalty flag, and the flag was thrown.
All right, there's a flag on the play.
It's against the Spartans. This could back them up even further.
Appreciate that, Brennan.
Hold on.
Hopefully you had a Merry Christmas
of
as
the
well.
offense. The penalty's half the distance to the goal.
Another half the
AJ
distance to the
Arcuri, one
goal
of the
on
7
Michigan
different
State.
left tackles that has been in that spot this year. They've started 4 different guys and have played 7. They got to a point where Matt Allen, who was their starting center at the beginning of the year and was potentially healthy and ready
First
to go
and
for this
15.
game, was basically their backup left tackle.
Ball at the
because
5-yard
Devontae
line.
Dobbs, who had started against Rutgers, has already played 4 games as a true freshman, and they want to save his red shirt. 1st and 15. Off the play action. Lewerke gets rid of it. He's got a man.
Got a
and
first
Trey
down.
Mosley
Ball at the
across
21.
for a first down.
This is as big of a throw as you can make as a quarterback. From your own end zone, pressure coming, a blitz coming, you get the ball out early with anticipation. And I see you down there on the field, Paul. That ball was completed right in front of our guy, Kark.
Now Michigan State with that 6-point lead, approaching 7 minutes to play. Sets up at the 21-yard line. And off for Collins. Let's go down to Kark.
Yeah, that looked like Hasselback zipping it in. But keep an eye on Elijah Collins. Left ankle is taped. He was getting monitored by the training staff. He's a great story. Didn't even play football 4 years ago. Mark D'Antonio went to his high school, Detroit Jesuit, asked Pat Donnelly, the basketball coach, what position does he play in football? He said he doesn't. Well, he left saying he should, and 4 years later, he's in this big spot.
Been nursing that ankle issue since the Maryland game late in the season. He was questionable to come to the bowl game and play, but he has been productive. The #1 running back in the state of Michigan out of high school after not even playing initially. Knocked down by Boogie, Basham, and Tyler Williams up front. 3rd down coming. This is what Clark was talking about. So obviously it's cool. Elijah Collins.
I'm surprised they're throwing the ball. They should be milking the clock a little bit, but they're going to need him to carry the rock
Elijah
here.
Collins, 17 rushes,
Run this
for
clock
79
out a
yards.
little bit. They're going to have to throw it here. I think they're going to want a 1st down. Not easy to come by. 3rd and long.
2 clutch throws by Brian Lewerke.
Oh my goodness, what is going on here?
This is just an excellent throw, and this coaching staff trusts their senior quarterback to be smart with the football.
And now the clock does
about that,
inside of
fellas.
6 minutes to play, and it feels like no
Malachi,
hurry for Michigan
McKinney,
State.
what's going on? Appreciate you for coming
I just
out.
got to say real quickly about
Hopefully
Elijah
you had a
Collins
very
being a
Merry
basketball
Christmas.
player, and Mark D'Antonio talking about, hey, he should play football. Both of these programs have guys that were multi-sport athletes in high school.
Oh, dangerous pass by
1st
Mosley comes up with it.
down.
Amari Henderson was there to maybe make a play, but Mosley, the true freshman, comes up with the biggest catch of his season.
And this is another great athlete like we're talking about. Trey Mosley has come on huge the last 2 games. This was a guy,
Malachi,
like you
you
said,
go
a true
blue.
freshman. They thought maybe they were going to redshirt him. Plays against Maryland, has 8 catches for 100 and something. Sorry, 8 catches for 73 yards, but I will tell you, he could have had 100 and something.
What's going on,
Mosley
brother?
Is the guy that
Says
Brian
go
Lewerke
blue. All right.
in. Brant
I thought that was
Salem believes in.
Michigan
That
M.
was a huge play for Michigan State.
Yeah, we are going to
Lewerke
lose
on
to
the
Bama.
ground. Ducking ahead to the 30. Lewerke is now surpassed 300 passing yards for the 4th time this year. He had a season high in the bowl clinching win against Maryland, 342, 319 today.
And all of that is great. All of that is great. I really appreciate that.
Sure.
My good friend
Said
Steve Young will
45-14.
say,
I'm
what
saying,
you do
what
from
do you
the
call it?
20 to the 20 is great,
55-13.
but what you
Same
do
score as
inside
the,
the 20,
what do you call it?
both the plus 20 and the
military
minus
bowl.
20 is most important.
We've got 2 touchdowns in 5 trips today. Running the reverse. Good adjustment by Naylor. Penalty marker thrown.
There's a flag on the
Gets
play.
run down
It is
by
a 1st
Jaquez
down
Williams
if it's
past
good.
the sticks, but we'll check the flag back at the 35.
Holding by number 64 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still 2nd down.
There's Matt Allen. He started the first 8 games at center before a left knee injury. Has been playing multiple positions this
64
year.
with
He
the
got
hold.
tagged with the holding penalty as he grabbed Manny Walker.
That's a Big 12 holding penalty, I guess. I don't see it.
What's going on, Brendan
I
Humphrey?
didn't see that one. Getting back to Steve Young and what you do from the 20 to the 20, you know, the last 2 drives in Wake territory.
Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas.
Turnovers. They have the
Appreciate you
interception
coming
and
out
the
into the stream.
So protecting the football here is paramount.
Lewerke keeps. Nice move to get around Rucker.
Oh,
And he
my
runs it for
goodness.
first down inside the 20-yard line.
Lewerke with the 1st down runs it.
Smile on the face after a little shimmy and shake for 24.
Well, the senior is putting this team on his back offensively. They started this drive at their own 15-yard line. He goes one-on-one with a freshman free safety. The free safety wanted nothing to do with that senior quarterback running right at him. Nice play by Lewerke, and now they're
got 3 minutes and
inside the red
44
zone.
And
left in
field
the
goal
4th.
range, which is key. If they get 3 points, that's a 2-score game as we get closer to 3.5 minutes remaining. And this play clock getting milked down. Mark D'Antonio, again, he and Brad Salem in no hurry.
This is where clock management, using your timeouts, come into play for Wake Forest as well.
Handoff Collins. Couple yards on the play. Jaquez Williams on the stop, and there is the first usage of a timeout.
And I will say this, after this game is off, I'll be setting up for USC and Iowa.
3:18 on the clock.
I'll be doing 2 games
First time out
today.
used by the Demon
This
Deacons.
game and then that game
Second
at
down
8
coming
o'clock.
up. Again,
So if you're new to this channel, subscribe.
Cheez-It Bowl.
And we got to mute that that quick audio, copyright music. I'll be doing this game and the 8 o'clock game, and then I'll be doing 3 games tomorrow, including one of them is including the Pistons and Spurs, but I'll be doing 2 bowl games, and I'll be doing 3 NFL games on Sunday. So if you're new, subscribe, smash that like button, and
Miss something in
hit
sports,
that notification
all you gotta
bell
do
so
is-
you and set it to all so you never miss a
It's got it all.
upload.
Well done.
I do
catch
this
up.
all
Just
year
catch right
long,
up on
so we're gonna have some fun.
I have a feeling that there's going to be some plays from this game that are going to be no.
Very worthy of it. 2nd and 7 for Lewerke. Trying to run that same little shovel up the middle to Gillison. That was
No
the play
gain.
he fumbled the ball on a previous play. He gets wrapped up.
But yeah, I'm
quickly
going to
here.
be doing
Thrown down
college
the timeout.
basketball, college football, NFL,
Makes it
and
a little,
NBA.
That's a puff out your cheeks moment right there. It's getting tight down the stretch in the Bronx.
Hey, I appreciate that, John Cook. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP.
Ford, official truck of the new era Pinstripe Bowl. For current offers, visit buyfordnow.com.
Oh, sorry guys, got the game audio on, what do you call it? January 5th, Michigan State basketball. Absolutely, you already know West Branch ball. I'll be doing that game. Tom Izzo versus Juwan Howard. Michael Mitchell, what's going on? Sorry about that, West Branch ball. Absolutely, we have broken all-time records. We have 134 in the building. Appreciate you guys. Definitely hit those thumbs up. And we have decimated for college football. We have hit 2363 views. So I truly want to take this time and congratulate each and every single one of you 147. So I appreciate you guys. Jace Jeffco, what is going on? Appreciate you for stopping by. Says Nancy, NBA winners, any tips? Ricky White says, hey, appreciate you for coming out, Ricky White. Hopefully you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. Jason P says, yo, go green. Appreciate you for coming out. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas. Bill Still, I appreciate that. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the family. Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas, and we are back.
Let's be a little bit more careful here, pal.
He's like, make it a 2-score game, please. I've said it the last 2 drives. Just make it a 2-score game.
It's
Barnes
Collins on
J,
the run.
we do this all
Wrapped up
season
shy
long.
of the sticks at the 10 by Schmenda. Will Wake Forest use a timeout or save one? They'll use their last timeout here. And it's going to come down to Matt.
All right, Wake
Conley,
Forest has no more
redshirt junior out of
timeouts.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Michigan
who's already
State
been good
has
from
2.
23 yards
Is 4th
today.
and 4, 3:07 left, and it looks like they are going
This is
to
going to be a big
kick
kick to
it.
try to make it a 2-score lead. Of course, when we're done, we'll take you to the Texas Bowl on ESPN, but on the ESPN app, you can tune in for the post-game trophy ceremony presented by Capital One immediately following our contest.
Yeah, you mentioned Coughlin. Dave Clausen's using the timeouts. They're doing that part right. Coughlin's done his job right tonight. 2 for 2 tonight with field goals, but came into the game tonight a little shaky, only 69% on the season. They believe in him, particularly in this section of the field.
Right.
You mentioned he's from Cincinnati, great Moeller High School prospect. Coach Antonio said, hey, I got faith in him, I got trust in him, confidence in him.
A giant
and he's
slugfest,
got
absolutely.
it in himself.
He's hit game winners before. Could this seal it? On the way.
Oh, no
It
good.
is no good.
Salty Shores 12, I
And it's
appreciate you.
still
Thank you
a
for joining the family. You're
one-score
definitely an
game.
MVP. And it is a one-score game, 3:03 left. Wake Forest about to have the ball
Matt
back.
Coughlin has hit 3 game winners in his career. This one would have been essentially good for a game winner to make it a 2-score lead with the waning minutes here in the Pinstripe Bowl, but he knew he had pushed that one from the start. And Dave Clausen, his 9-win season hopes are still alive with 3 minutes to play in the Bronx.
Man, this game has been
Leo
unbelievable.
GSA,
Last
what's
3
going
drives
on?
into Wake
Appreciate you
territory.
for stopping
Looked
by.
like Michigan State could put it away.
Hopefully
They
you had a
come away
great
with no
Christmas.
points. That's not an easy kick from the left hash. I know you're close.
He says,
It's not
let's go
easy.
Wake.
Still, you expect Coughlin to make it, but let's see what Jamie Newman can do. He has not completed a high percentage of his passes tonight.
And that
Got
one
it.
got dropped by Frudenthal.
Oh, he
He's
dropped
going to need
it.
to step up on this drive. We've seen him do it before this season.
Second
Can
down.
he do it tonight, Adam?
Second down coming up, inside of 3 to play. No timeouts remaining for Wake Forest. They have been in this spot plenty under Dave Clausen and this year. This is their
Javier,
6th game
welcome
that could
to
be
the
decided
stream.
by 1 score or less this
Appreciate you.
season.
Hopefully you had a very Merry Christmas.
Newman. That ball may have been deflected out of his hands. Kendall Hinton smartly picks it up because it might have been a lateral, and Hinton's going to keep running it.
Oh, there's a
Work himself back
loss
to
of
about the 16-yard
yards.
line, and Jamie Newman's a little bit banged up.
Uh-oh,
after that
Jamie
play.
Newman's
And Dave
banged
Clausen
up.
Can't stop the clock.
They can't stop
Kenny
the clock.
Wilkes.
This is a big
Amanda
play
Richardson,
by-
welcome to the
by
stream.
Wilkes
Appreciate
to
you.
get the hit on Jamie Newman.
Hopefully you had a
Jamie
very Merry
Newman,
Christmas.
if
Says,
he
let's
can't
go
should stay
MSU.
on the field, lay down for an injury
Chaz
timeout.
Ellington says, need Wake to cover the
And again, there was
+4.
no ruling of an incomplete pass.
Welcome to
on
the
that
stream.
Play.
Hopefully
And
you had a
Kendall
very Merry
Hinton
Christmas
did a
as
very
well.
smart thing on a potential live ball by picking it up. Now,
Joey L
this
says,
is
wait, was
reviewable
MSU's
because there
favorite?
is a pass or fumble potential in this play. Willikis with the pressure. It's hard to tell. And this is such a subjective call. Is his hand coming forward? To me, it looks like a pass. And then the other question is, if it's a pass, which is my opinion only, did it go forward or was it thrown behind the line of scrimmage?
Exactly. That's well said by you, Adam. Those are the two things that they got to look for in the booth. And again, it's got to be indisputable video evidence.
Because the call on the field was fumble, and it was picked up by Hinton, and then he ran it. So now let's take a look.
Yeah, Michael,
if this
I
is
am
a forward
happy.
pass or perhaps a lateral based
We got
on the trajectory of the
177
ball.
in the
So he's
building.
at
I
about
appreciate
the
you guys all.
13 when he's releasing
You
it.
guys are all
That
MVPs.
ball flutters out and lands,
have hit
I think, at the
all-time
14.
highs today.
So that would be an incompletion. That's also big because that would put a bunch of time back on the clock. Like you see the clock at 2:47. The clock right now on the stadium scoreboard is at 2:29. So that would be a key 18 seconds added back on or so.
And I cannot say enough about Kenny Willikis.
Yeah.
I feel like I just
We
keep talking
appreciate
about
you
this
so
guy.
much, says Brennan.
Maybe
Appreciate
it's 'cause I saw
that.
him
We
do a
appreciate
flip on
you,
a snowboard, and as a big
Brennan,
guy,
as
I'm
well.
impressed by that. But his effort, he was double teamed on that play, blocked by 2 guys. One of them ended up on the ground. The other
Amanda
guy
says
ended
it's
up
Michigan
behind him,
State
and he
stupid.
ended up all over Jamie Newman, who now is limping off the field.
Now Cooper Castleberry is communicating. Our replay official
No
is
offense.
Gene Semko. Again, Big 12 crew. This is a key call coming up.
Appreciate that, Chaz.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Please set the clock to 2:45. 2:45.
So now in this case, this gives me the sense that the ball was
2:45.
punched out by Willikis. If that's the case, if that's how they call it, because there was no ruling of an incomplete pass on the field, so that must be ruled as a fumble. And now,
I appreciate
because, as you
that,
said,
Amanda.
Matt, Jamie Newman's so banged up, here comes a guy who's been in big spots, has started games, including this year. A guy you actually think is pretty good. Sam Hartman, the sophomore, steps in.
What's
in a
going
huge
on,
spot.
Cookie?
Yeah, I actually
Appreciate
think
you
his
for
skill
coming
set
in.
might be better suited for a 2-minute drive.
Hopefully you had a
anyway.
very Merry Christmas.
Third and long. Don't be surprised here if Wake Forest has already
Max Wolf,
called
you are
the
definitely a
fourth
G
down
for coming
play
into
in
this
the
stream. Appreciate you.
Three-man rush for Michigan State. The first play for Sam Hartman in the ball game is
Oh, are you kidding me? A step too short.
Coverage, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth
Sam
and
Hartman
14.
pulled off the bench and launching it. And
Can
Donovan Green
Michigan
is a little
State
bit slow to
hold
get
on?
after that
It's a
play.
6-point game.
Wow. Sam Hartman, he's got 20 career
I mean, Michigan
touchdowns. That
Wake
could have been
Forest has to
21.
go for it.
Again, just a little
Just
bit
because
more air for both of these quarterbacks.
There's
Gets
2:32
them a
left.
completion
They don't have a
there.
timeout.
I know it's hard. You've been sitting around for 2 hours watching the game. This is an excellent play call. It looked like Xavier Henderson got a little way with just a little bit of a tug there. But again, they talk about Green and his ability, his big play ability. Maybe the most talented guy in the wide receiver room.
That's
when it's all said and done. The freshman from North Carolina has a chance there to just run away with this game if he was given an
Another Wake
opportunity,
Forest
but
player is
a
down.
long foul ball, as they say.
So Newman's on the bench. Sam Hartman is appearing in a game for the 4th time this year, as you see Green holding his nose, perhaps on that hit on the ground. Maybe he made some contact with his helmet towards his nose. He's heading back towards the bench now as well. So you lose a big play threat right there. 4th down
Shout out
coming
to
up.
Wake Forest. Hopefully all
Hartman
injured
can't
players
redshirt, by
are
the
got
way.
a
This is only his
speedy
4th
recovery.
appearance. He's a true sophomore.
As well
so
as
they can
Michigan
still
State
redshirt
Spartans.
after
They got a
this year.
few players banged up in
Made to
this
start
as well.
This season against Florida State after coming in for an injured Newman against Louisville. It comes down to this. Wake Forest out of
Buzzer
timeout.
beater
Still
moment
above
for
2
Wake,
minutes left, so
says
the game
Barnes
would be
to Jay.
mathematically over. But still,
Amanda says
a
Clemson.
huge opportunity for Michigan State to put themselves in position to win it. Wake needs 14 yards.
I mean, Clemson has a great chance,
Another
too.
3-man rush. Hartman spinning away from Willikis. Still on his feet. They need the 30-yard line. Hartman stops, fires, incomplete.
Turnover on downs.
It's Michigan State ball.
2:17 left.
I'm amazed there's not a penalty flag. I'm looking all around for a penalty flag. There was contact in the
Who is
backfield.
MSU
There was a
rival?
great pass rush.
Michigan and
Looked like
Ohio
clean
State.
football, but just surprising. Excellent effort by Hartman, who came in. Willikis on the
Chad
chase.
says, let's go Wake.
Michigan State sideline
West
is
Branch Ball
electric right
says,
now.
victory for MSU.
They realize what they've just done. They pitched a shutout.
Max
in the
Wolf says,
second
let's
half
go
of
big
this
points
game at
for
Yankee
my
Stadium.
bowl game.
Sorry, in the fourth quarter at Yankee Stadium. To probably,
Amanda says MSU
and I say
wins.
probably, seal the victory.
Yep. Depending on how much time is burnt off after each play, you could burn the rest
Amanda
of this
says
clock out and
easy.
be close. But Wake Forest, no matter what, cannot
Logan, what's
stop
going
the
on?
clock. They're out
Appreciate
of
you for
timeouts.
coming out. Says 10K money line
Extra body in the
MSU.
backfield as well is Jacob Isaiah as a blocker for Collins, who got tripped up by Isaiah on that play, but it keeps the clock moving.
Yeah, and this is the play I'm talking about. Obviously, Wake would rather have Jamie Newman
I don't.
in
I
there,
have
but I
a
think
Twitter
Sam
account.
Hartman gives him a chance.
At
and he
30
almost
Troxel
got
87.
it.
A.T. Perry was right there.
Really great effort. And I think what's interesting to me right there on that play, Wake Forest was going to let Michigan State score.
Yeah, good
so
call.
They got the ball back. And ironically, probably by accident,
Jacob.
Elijah Collins trips on his own guy.
Isaiah, who hadn't really been in the game, he's basically the second fullback, just ends up going down to the ground and Collins trips over it. So the play clock will wind all the way down to take off as much time as possible. 1:29 remaining.
Any Iowa fans in here?
Brian
I am
Lewerke
actually doing the
moments
Iowa
away
and
from
USC
closing out
game.
a 38
I'll be doing that
career
after this
victory.
game.
He's gotten to the top of the total offense charts in Michigan State history.
Oh, we got copywritten music, so I do have to mute it real quick. Appreciate your guys' patience. As soon as the copywritten stuff comes off, I bring back the game audio. Max says, let's go. Absolutely. I'll be doing a bunch of bowl games for college, and I'll be doing, NFL games, playoffs, and also NBA.
Player of the game. Couple of
So we're
completions
gonna have some
shy of
fun
Kirk
on this
Cousins'
channel.
record, but he passes Connor
If you guys
Cook
are new,
for the most
subscribe,
productive
smash that
quarterback
notification bell,
in
set it to
Michigan
all.
State history in terms of yardage. 3 backs in the backfield again, really 2 fullbacks and Collins. And again, Wake Forest just said, hey, go ahead and score, and Collins recognizes it. They get the first down, and that will do it.
And that's smart football by Wake Forest by trying to let them score. And it's
Looked
smart
like Wake
football
Forest
by
tried to pull a
Elijah
Detroit
Collins,
Lions
the
and
redshirt
try to give
freshman to go down.
the team to
Reminds
score
me
the
of my
touchdown
old,
so they can get the
teammate
ball
Ahmad
back.
Bradshaw.
That's right, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
I
It takes
appreciate
an
that,
unselfish
RC.
running back to go down and take a knee.
That's a hard
Hopefully,
touchdown to give
you'll
up.
be back for the Iowa
and then
USC
at the
game.
next level, you really disappoint your fantasy owners.
Yes.
I'll be setting up for that. It starts at 8 o'clock.
But again, a credit
Then I'll
to
be doing Memphis
the second
and
half that Michigan State had.
Especially defensively.
Defensively, yes.
hold on, who is that?
No
Memphis
points allowed in the fourth
tomorrow
quarter. Neither
at
team scored,
12.
in fact, in the fourth quarter, but Brian Lewerke has got to take one more
Against
victorious
Penn
knee
State.
to close out his Michigan State career.
So I'll be doing
Throws for 320 yards.
I'll be doing Memphis,
Not
Penn
bad
State,
for a kid from Tacoma.
Oklahoma,
Goes to
LSU,
Arizona, who met
and then I'll
Kirk
be
Cousins
getting
on
ready
his recruiting
for
trip to Michigan State
Pistons and
said, yeah,
Spurs.
why not? I see what you're talking about. I'll take a turn up here at Michigan State, see what East Lansing's all about. Nice way to go out for him and the rest of the senior class.
Great season for Wake Forest, which will finish
Go
at 8-5.
Wisconsin, says
Could this
Savageness
be
Prime.
one
Welcome
of
to the
those
stream.
jump-starting wins for the veteran Mark D'Antonio at the helm of this Michigan
Penn State, says
program?
Bill
That's what he was
Still.
hoping for. 7-6 looks a lot better than 6
And it is your
7, he
final
said.
Michigan
And he
State
rides
27,
Brian Lewerke
Wake Forest
and this Michigan State
21.
defense to a
I want to welcome. I want to thank
win.
you, all
On the
Wake
ESPN
Forest
app
and
for
Michigan
our
State
Capital One
fans. You guys
trophy
have been
presentation.
amazing.
Next on ESPN.
We've had 188 people in the building. We have set all-time records today. We have hit almost 3,000 views. I appreciate you guys all. I appreciate all the new subscribers. You guys are truly amazing. We are knocking technically on 800. I've been hit by the purge. So we are at 781. Appreciate that, Cookie. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP. But what a game, folks. That was crazy. That game was everything that anybody has ever wanted. It was a close game. It was back and forth. You know, shout out to the Spartans. They played a little bit harder. But, you know, Wake Forest, y'all got a future. I like your guys' team. Y'all barely beat Wake Forest. Appreciate that, Jake Dinella. Hopefully I said your last name correctly. Welcome to the family. You're definitely an MVP. Gridiron Blitz says, congrats, Trav. I appreciate that, Grid. He is also a member of the Sports Movement Network. And he also does everything football. He'd be doing the Clemson and Ohio State tomorrow. And also his streams are all up for the week. So go over there. Subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz as well. As well as MonStar Sports and Entertainment. They are doing some hockey today. They're going to do the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. What's going on, Tom Lawrence? Appreciate you for coming out. It could have been. Yeah, Gridiron. Even though it's off, that 800 does look great. Appreciate everyone. But I will be doing. I'll be setting up right now for the USC Trojans and Iowa Hawkeyes. So you guys all stay tuned. Make sure you smash that notification bell, and on your way out, hit that thumbs up. And I appreciate you guys all. With that being said, I will see you guys soon. Have a nice day. Troxel Sports Talk and the Sports Movement Network, and we are out.